last year, to be quite honest with you. I mean, he has all those physical talents. He's got great stop and start ability. He's got lateral burst. He's got top end speed. He's got contact balance. He plays behind his pads. You know, he is just a guy that's really on top of his game right now, and it's reflective in his highlights and their highlights. And they're riding that pony, man. A guy that's capable of going 80 like he did last week on this stage, but also giving you the tough yards in those situational moments, man. He is built for the job, and it's going well for him right now, certainly.
Colts quarterback Daniel Jones currently is the second-rated quarterback in the AFC, but he's also a guy who was cut by the New York Giants, spent time on the Minnesota Vikings practice squad, opted for free agency, and then signed with Indianapolis. But in the 2019 NFL Draft, he was the 6th overall pick. What skills did he have that made him such a high draft pick, and is that what we're seeing now?
You know, he certainly has all the physical talent. He's big. He's athletic, man. He's got great straight line speed. He can make all the physical throws on the field. And so there's a lot of layers to that discussion. Sometimes performance is environmental, is outside of you, those that you work with, the structure in which you work, the schematics, et cetera, et cetera. And so there's a lot of things that could have produced his journey in New York. But certainly you're seeing some of the things now that made him the 6th overall pick in the draft. I think that's kind of reflective of a lot of things that happen in today's game. The top quarterbacks, because of the parity and how our system is constructed, oftentimes go to the worst environments or the sickest, quote-unquote, environments. And so good players get drafted by bad teams, and oftentimes that affects them as individuals. I think there's just a lot of examples of that in recent years, and I just think he is the latest. I think Baker Mayfield can be one of those examples. I think Sam Darnold could be one of those examples. I think Geno Smith, with the totality of his career and some of the things he's been able to do later in his career, is an example of that. The start doesn't always determine the journey. A component of people's growth and development is environmental. It's outside of their control and outside of them. That's a tough thing to swallow at times, but it is a major component of cooperative work. And I view football as the ultimate team game, where cooperative work is a major component of it. Like, our destiny is determined not only by us, but by those that we work with. And that's why it's such a fragile thing. That's why teamwork and the team component of this game is so significant, because, man, we're interdependent, more so than any other sport, more so than any other major sports. You know, you got 9 guys on a baseball diamond or whatever at any time. You got 5 on a basketball court, man. That 11-man fluid, competitive work that's involved in our game, 22 on both sides of the ball. Man, there's an interdependency there. People's livelihood rely on our ability to function as coaches and as players, individually and collectively. And so there's a seriousness to it. And some of those quarterbacks that have been highly regarded in the draft, that go on to have bigger careers when they change environments, are kind of examples of how interdependent success is in our game.
Lou Anarumo is in his first season as the Colts defensive coordinator, but before that he spent 2019 to 2024 as the Bengals defensive coordinator. What have you seen from him watching video of the Colts this season that reminds you of what you saw from the Bengals during his 6 seasons there?
Every single bit of it, schematically. You can draw parallels, man. Kenny Moore is Mike Hilton, for example. Franklin is Luke Wilson. Like schematically, the parallels are unbelievable. But again, Lou has a mode of operation, and most successful long tenured coordinators do. They might change locations, but what they do is what they do. Spags in Kansas City, man, is doing similar things that he did in New York, for example. It's just this game. Lou is very credible and very good at what he does. Certainly, things didn't go as well as he and they would have liked at the end of his tenure in Cincinnati, but it doesn't change the fact that he's capable and credible, and you're seeing that in Indianapolis.
In talking about Colts head coach Shane Steichen, you said he has good run game balance. What is run game balance?
Meaning that his run game is fundamental, is technically sound, and is backed up by corresponding play action and misdirection passes. And you got real good balance, man, when your run game is solid and you have corresponding play action and misdirection passes that manages the non-possession downs in our game. Third down, red zone, short yardage, all that stuff is different. But when you have that good running game and the corresponding misdirection and play action passes, that manages a lot of first and second downs. It minimizes potential negativity. It keeps you on schedule. It minimizes the potential turnovers, and that's why they're ranked as high as they're ranking in some of the things that you discussed a little bit earlier.
The trade deadline is Tuesday, November the 4th. How do you handle the time between now and that deadline in terms of procedure with respect to either buying or selling right up to that deadline?
That's just standard operating procedure for us. I think everybody is potential buyers, everybody's potential sellers. Front offices around the league understand that time of year or this time of year. And particularly at the 11th hour, there's a Black Friday type frenzy. Some people are looking, some people are not. It's something that we all partake in. It doesn't get in the way of the day-to-day or the things that you need to do to prepare for the next game. But if you happen to get better in some way, whatever your perception of better is, it might be draft capital, things that you value. It might be players that could help you on this journey. Everyone engages in it, and it's not a distraction. It's part of the process.
That's the Mike Tomlin Show, brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm Bob Labriola. Rob King, Max Starks, and Missy Matthews are next as we count down to kickoff. You're listening to the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
The Mike Tomlin Show was brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The only station where you get Randy Baumann mornings and Steelers football is 102.5 WDVE Pittsburgh.
Hey Pittsburgh, this is Will Howard with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know what teamwork and a winning tradition are all about, and so does the team at Calusi Chevrolet. Having been in business for over 107 years, they know what it takes to keep customers coming back year after year. Things like great pricing, great selection, and great service after the sale. So take it from me, Will Howard. There's never been a better time to buy or better dealer to buy from. Calusi Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
At West Shore Home, they make it easy to knock out that home remodeling project while saving big. If you're in need of an upgrade to your bathroom, need new windows, an entry door, or even new flooring in your home, our teams of highly trained employee installers have you covered. Just call 888-4West Shore to get started. Those are the numbers 8884-WESTSHORE to get started. We can have someone out as early as tomorrow to show you your options and lock in your limited time savings. West Shore Home, remodeling, reimagined.
Chalk Talk, presented by Giant Eagle, airs live on 102.5 DBE from the Market District in Robinson every Tuesday with Steelers wide receiver Calvin Austin III. Top out for your chance to win game tickets to meet number 19. Chalk Talk, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. for Market District on DBE.
Chris, owner of Prescott Roofing and Masonry, Pittsburgh's full-service roofing company, now offering full-service masonry restoration. Chimney repairs and rebuilds, lintel replacements above windows and doors, detailed brick and stone pointing featuring mortar color match, masonry and stepstones, parapet walls, historic masonry restoration. We do it all. Free estimates and financing available. Prescott Roofing online at PrescottRoofing.com.
Score big at Don's Appliances. Upgrade your kitchen with Whirlpool and KitchenAid appliances. Perfect for tailgate snacks and halftime feasts. Get free next day delivery and guaranteed lowest prices. Shop DonsAppliances.com.
Need business-grade internet, unified communications, or fiber services that won't let you down? Armstrong Business Solutions delivers performance, reliability, and security for all your connectivity needs. Stay ahead with ultra-fast business internet, Wi-Fi Pro, and managed security, perfect for businesses of any size. Keep communications smooth with unified voice, including customized greetings, departmental call flow, and premium color screen handsets. Call 1-877-277-5705. Armstrong Business Solutions. Connect smarter, perform better, compete stronger.
It's Max Starks for my friends at Clearview Federal Credit Union. Clearview is here to help you reach your financial goals and support our community every step of the way. This season, they're giving back through Touchdowns for Hope, donating $500 to Light of Life Rescue Mission for every Pittsburgh touchdown. That's just one way Clearview shows up for those who need it most. Visit clearviewfcu.org/touchdown to learn more and open an account today. That's clearviewfcu.org/touchdown.
Hi, Western Pennsylvania. This is Edgar Snyder. I want to thank you for over 40 years of trusting my law firm. During those years, we've helped thousands of people just like you, our neighbors. We're here for you. We're here for our community. We're here for our region. If you've been seriously hurt in an accident and you need to talk to a lawyer, even if it's not us, if you do call us, know that you'll have the firm with over 40 years of experience fighting to get the money you deserve. And of course, there's never a fee unless we get money for you.
This is Max Starks. On the field, my job was all about protection, keeping Big Ben upright, blocking the rush, securing the win. At home, I trust Pella Windows of Pittsburgh for that same level of protection and quality. Pella Windows are built tough. Like Pittsburgh, they're energy efficient and they look great too. So when it's time to replace your windows, go with the team that knows how to protect. Call Pella Pittsburgh at 412-219-2291 or visit PellaPittsburgh.com and tell them Max sent you.
The Pittsburgh Steelers play here on DVE.
Well, it's another matchup of first-place teams at Acrisure Stadium with the AFC South leading Colts visiting the AFC North leading Steelers. But it's a Colts team that's won 4 in a row and is brimming with confidence facing a Steelers team that's given up a combined 68 points in back-to-back losses. I'm Rob King. I'm joined by Max Starks and Missy Matthews. You're listening to the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network. Countdown to kickoff is delivered by Little Caesars, official pizza of your Pittsburgh Steelers. Order online during the Pizza pregame and get it delivered or pick it up in-store from the Pizza Portal pickup. Pizza. Max, how can this Steelers defense rebound? We saw them in the 3 previous games, a 3-game winning streak, holding opponents to just 14.7 points per game. The last 2 have not gone their way defensively, and they're facing a Colts team that is number 1 in the NFL in both yards and points per game.
Well, I would say in this situation, make Daniel Jones beat you. Take away Jonathan Taylor, take away the run game, force the ball in the air, and do not forget where Tyler Warren is on that field. Those are the things that they need to hone in on. And if they can do that, I think they can fare very well today.
And Jonathan Taylor, of course, is the NFL's leading rusher, also leads in touchdowns, leads in touchdown rushes. He is a formidable opponent in and of his own right. So, Missy, in a scheduling quirk, this is the third straight season the Steelers and Colts have met. The Colts won this matchup the last 2 years, but both of those were indoors. Now the Steelers get them outdoors. That's not a place that the Colts are familiar with this season.
Must be nice, right, Rob? They've played 5 home games inside. They've gone to SoFi twice inside. The only game they've played outside before this game was Week 3 at Tennessee. A 1 o'clock game. It was a balmy 80 degrees. I don't like rain on the sidelines for personal reasons, but I wouldn't mind a little Pittsburgh weather to maybe slow them down. The Colts have not won here in Pittsburgh, though, since 2008.
Well, easy to say in our climate-controlled studio. A little rain would be okay with us, Max?
Yeah, no,
right?
it would
not
be
for
good.
Missy's sake. But
I mean, not for Missy, but, Missy has always been that one that will sacrifice for the greater good of the
She's a
team.
team player. She is indeed. So you talked about tight end Tyler Warren. No Deshaun Elliott. He goes on IR. Jabril Peppers is hurt. You have to bring in Kyle Duggar. You trade for him. He's going to try to slow down Warren. No Chuck Clark. No Cole Holcomb. They're out due to illness. This is a Steelers defense that's missing a lot of parts going against this explosive team. But no excuses, because the Colts have been playing down on defense all year long. Out their top 3 corners, though they get Jalen Jones back. Out one of their top linebackers. They just continue to roll. So the Steelers have got to find a way here defensively.
You got to find a way. And guess what you didn't say in that? The D-line and outside backers. We got guys. We need to initiate that pass rush, but we got to hold the line of scrimmage and force that pass rush to give those guys an opportunity. And also, it takes pressure off the secondary, but you got to stop the run first. Force them in a one-dimensional game, and now you can utilize the Nick Herbigs, the TJ Watts, the Alex Highsmiths of this world, the Derek Harmons. But if you allow them to run and they can just dink and dunk, it's going to be a long day.
So Samson Ebicom and Tyquan Lewis, 2 very valuable reserve defensive ends, 5 sacks between them. they are out of this game for the Colts as well. They're going to be calling up guys from their practice squad. So in a game like this, you'd love to keep away from that explosive team, maybe take advantage of their being depleted up front, perhaps run the football.
Jalen Warren needs to be early and often and consistently. Those are the things that you need to allow him to run this football and do it to how you were doing it last week, but we need the volume. You have to restrict the amount of possessions, and that's what running the football does when you can run it efficiently, get those 4 to 5 yard chunks and draw that clock down and try and win that very vaunted and elusive time of possession.
And the Steelers had 3 games over 100 yards rushing, had 81 at the half against Green Bay, but only 3 second-half carries for Jalen Warren. So hopefully they can find a way to get the running game going for all 60 minutes in this game today. This is Rob King. That concludes today's pregame show. Kickoff is next on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Mornings with Randy Baumann and the DVE Morning Show and Steelers football. This is WDVE Pittsburgh.
Hi, I'm John Henney.
And I'm Dara Henney.
On behalf of all of us at Henney Jewelers, we invite you to become one of our cherished Henney couples.
Our friendly, no-pressure team can help you find or create the perfect engagement ring.
We personally handpick every diamond to give you the highest quality and the best value you'll find anywhere.
Complete with Henney's Hallmark customer service. We can't wait to welcome you to our newly renovated store on Walnut Street in Shadyside. For information and appointments, visit HenneyJewelers.com or follow us on social.
Henney Jewelers, your jewelers for life.
Starting a home improvement project? Essential Utilities reminds you, before you build a deck, plant a tree, or put up a fence, call 811. Professionals from Underground Utilities like Peoples will mark your lines so you can dig safely. Whether you're doing the work yourself or hiring a professional, calling 811 is free for homeowners. And it's the law. Call 811 3 days before you dig to keep you and your family safe. Peoples, an Essential Utilities company. Ready for a new ride? South Hills Kia has the ride and the price you'll love. Brand new 2025 Kia Telluride SAWD as low as $399 for 24 months with $39.99 due at signing. 2026 Kia Sportage LX AWD for $239 a month for 24 months with $39.99 due at signing. Lease offers exclude taxes and fees. No security deposit required. 10,000 miles a year. Expires November 3rd, 2025. Visit SouthHillsKia.net for details.
At West Shore Home, they make it easy to knock out that home remodeling project while saving big. If you're in need of an upgrade to your bathroom, need new windows, an entry door, or even new flooring in your home, our teams of highly trained employee installers have you covered. Just call 888-4West Shore to get started. Those are the numbers 8884-WESTSHORE to get started. We can have someone out as early as tomorrow to show you your options and lock in your limited time savings. West Shore Home, remodeling, reimagined.
We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
We'll talk about this game starting tomorrow with the DVE Morning Show. Then, all week, we get you ready for the next game on your radio home of the Steelers, WDVE Pittsburgh.
The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network proudly presents Steelers Football 2025. Brought to you in part by 84 Lumber, a dynasty partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By Pella Windows, viewed to be the best. By Clearview Federal Credit Union. For every touchdown the black and gold score in 2025, Clearview Federal Credit Union will donate $500 to the Light of Life mission. Clearview, your financial partner for a better life. Visit clearviewfcu.org. By Iron Workers Local Union number 3. We don't go to the office, we build it. By Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. By Henney Jewelers, Pittsburgh's choice jewelry store for engagement rings, luxury jewelry, and watches. By Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of Steelers Nation. By South Hills Kia. South Hills Kia has the ride and a price you'll love. By CGR Wholesale Roofing and Siding Supply Center, where the average Joe can buy like a pro. By Iron Workers Local Union number 3. We don't go to the office, we build it. And by First National Bank. Can your bank do that? Welcome to FNB. Let's get started. Member FDIC.
This legal disclaimer is brought to you by the law firm of Bordas & Bordas, a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Bordas & Bordas, fighting for justice.
This broadcast is copyrighted by the National Football League and the Pittsburgh Steelers for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or of any descriptions or accounts of the game without the consent of the National Football League or the Pittsburgh Steelers is prohibited.
At Akron Acrisure Stadium. The Colts in their white jerseys with blue trim out
I have an NFL coin.
at center field with Craig Rolstad, the referee.
The NFL shield is tails. Indianapolis, you're the visiting team. What is your call?
Heads.
Called heads. It is tails.
Tails never fails.
Pittsburgh, you'd like to receive. Which way you want to kick?
Kick this way.
Pittsburgh will receive to start the ball game. Best of luck, captains.
That is interesting. The Steelers, by the way, in the black jerseys, gold pants. Missy, more on this coin toss decision.
Well, a lot of the second half struggles were a topic for the Steelers offense this week. The Steelers got the ball to start the second half 4 times this season. 3 punts and 1 interception. And Aaron Rodgers said, if you're going to defer, you expect to have a chance to double up. But today it looks like they're saying, let's get points on the board first.
And by the way, this goes counter to the Colts, who've received the ball 8 out of the first in 8 of their 9 games, because when they win the toss, only they and Atlanta, they're the only 2 teams in the NFL that pretty much every time say, we'll take the ball. They don't want to defer. They don't want the 2 scores. Yeah. And so now a little reverse mogination, as Craig Wolfley might say.
You got cross mogination, reverse mogination. Whatever it takes a nation is what I'm looking at. I don't care what it is. Okay, there we go. Alan Faneca for the terrible towel twirl. Hall of Famer. I know him as Red. He was my big bro in the Steelers offensive line room when I first came in. Him and Jeff Harding. So you got Big Red out here today doing the terrible towel twirl. Pretty awesome. And, of course, all of my compadres, about 40 guys from Super Bowl 40 team, are in attendance today. And, of course, we got the halftime coming up to present all those guys. So it's going to be pretty cool.
20th anniversary, and it's been a great weekend, alumni weekend here, celebrating the 20th anniversary of One for the Thumb.
That's right.
By the way, great feature on that on Steelers.com. So for anybody listening out there, tremendous. About a 20-minute program, phenomenal. And it'll give you goosebumps, as this game does, as every game does. Max, we're ready to go.
And this is one of the teams we had to go through to get to that one. So that divisional round game, Nick Harper met Ben Roethlisberger, the tackler, in the very famous game 20 years ago.
And here's the kickoff, far side of the field. Keyshawn Williams at the 10 bursts through a hole across the 30-yard line and stretches forward out to the 39. So fine return by Keyshawn Williams. Steelers moving right to left, 29 on the return out to the 39-yard line. Excellent starting position here for the Steelers offense.
And that's exactly what you need. Special teams is going to have to kick in today. I feel like Keyshawn Williams has been one of those guys. He's been on the verge, like Calvin Austin the last couple of years, just waiting for that one to burst, and I feel like he's going to have a good day today, and that was an excellent return to start this game.
And the Steelers come out with a tightly bunched formation, and now motion man moving to the left is Jonnu Smith. 2 H-backs, lone setback is Warren, under center is Rodgers. In motion, right to left goes Washington, in a play-action pass, and off the fingertips of Jonnu Smith, throwing left on a cross toward the left sideline, and just off the fingertips and incomplete. Would have been a big play to begin this game.
That was wide open. Oh, my goodness. Jonnu Smith and Aaron Rodgers are going to look at that and say, what the heck? Beautiful play execution, run blitz. Jaylen Warren picked it up perfectly. Aaron delivered a strike over the top and narrowly missing. I'm talking about 6 inches outside of his catch radius.
Ciamalo was questionable coming to the game. He's starting at left guard. Anderson is in as the extra offensive lineman. He and Darnell Washington set up to the left of the formation. Rodgers under center. Lone setback is Warren. Quick throw to the right to DK Metcalf. Shakes off a tackle. Just a quick pop right off to the right side, and it's going to be a pickup of 6. And so looked like that was just an eye contact, sort of at the line of scrimmage audible, perhaps?
Yeah, it was, because the offensive line was going forward in a run motion, so they made sure that was one of those where when you see off coverage, that's what we call a now route, and it was a now quick slant to DK Metcalf for 6 yards.
So 3rd and 4, 2 receivers split out to the left, 2 to the right. Warren is next to Rodgers in the shotgun. Colts showing blitz right now, showing heavy blitz, in fact. Let's see what they do as Rodgers now motions a man, trips to the left of the formation. Warren moves to his right in the shotgun. Rodgers gestures with the left hand, now gets a snap. Back to pass. Colts bring 4. Rodgers in trouble, backs up, throws underneath, complete, but no gain on the left side to Jaylen Warren, tackled immediately, and the Steelers go 3 and out and will punt it away.
And so for the Indianapolis Colts, this is called a 4-2 open, meaning the center is uncovered, both guards, both tackles are covered. They walk up, both linebackers up in the A gaps, or double mug is what a lot of people like to call it. They drop both those guys as a common blitz fake they like to show because they want to get you throwing the ball quick. They loop both of the defensive linemen on each side and force the pressure of Aaron.
Here's Waitman with a punt, high end-over-end kick. Anthony Gould, the normal punt returner, out. This is Josh Downs, far side of the field at the 10, and he is slung down by Brandon Eccles as he gets out close to the 20-yard line after a 45-yard punt and an 11-yard return. And the Colts will have their first possession at the 20-yard line. And hopefully, Missy Matthews, a little juice here for this Steelers defense.
Well, Max said about 40 of his teammates from Super Bowl 40 are here in attendance to celebrate the 20th anniversary. And everybody knows Who Ride started way back in the day. The tradition carried on with TJ Watt and the linebackers, Joey Porter Sr. and James Ferrier. They jumped in today, guys. I like that. That's a little bit of good luck.
Missy, thank you very much. Steelers showing a 5-man front here to begin against Daniel Jones, who gets a snap, throws out left, and it's a quick completion, and it's Alec Pierce who's out close to the first down marker at the 31-yard line. Looks like he's got enough, and so it will be first down Colts, an easy pitch and catch to the left side of the field.
And that was just a quick out on the left-hand side. Joey Porter Jr. playing off coverage. Looked like they were playing cover 2, and Alec Pierce just showed himself open, and he was able to just stretch and extend and get the ball across the line to gain to move the chains.
Yeah, Steelers had that 5-man front, and Malik Harrison, who's back after an injury, kind of a thumper in at middle linebacker. Now the Steelers going 4-man front. Peyton Wilson is checked back in defensively. Jones is under center. And he turns and gives to Taylor, who's hit in the backfield and dropped immediately. Highsmith came roaring in and stopped him for a loss of a yard on the play.
That's how Joey sounds. He has a very hoarse voice. I love Peasy, but yeah, I had to throw that out there. But no, a great job just coming off the edge. And this is what they're going to have to do today. You must pick one phase to eliminate, and I'd rather eliminate the rush and force the ball into Daniel Jones's hands.
Jones in the shotgun has Taylor to his left, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left of the formation. Now Taylor motions out to the right. Snap. Jones back, throws quickly to the left. It's incomplete. Excellent coverage. Joey Porter on downs, and it'll be a 3rd and 11.
Lil Peasy, great job there. Pressure coming off the edge, but Highsmith is now limping off the sideline. Slams him. Oh gosh, Jack Sawyer goes in for him now, so we'll be monitoring that. I'm sure Missy will be down on top of it, but he's bent down right by the 3rd down marker on the sidelines.
So 3 linebackers, 1 down lineman here as Sawyer comes into the game. Cam Hayward, the only traditional defensive lineman. Crowd up, towels waving on a 3rd and 11, looking for an early stop. Shotgun snap. Back goes Jones. Blitz coming. He has time. Throws out to the left. Beautiful throw, complete on a long out pattern to Pierce, and it's a first down all the way out to the 48-yard line. And so all kinds of time as the Colts offensive line holds up for Daniel Jones.
That blitz was in there, and I'm not going to say it, but somebody might have put the dead leg out there and tripped the guys up in the interior. That normally would be a penalty, but apparently in the confusion did not get called. But new set of downs here midfield.
18-yard pickup on a 3rd and 11. Jones motions Taylor out to the left. Now we'll bring him back into the shotgun. Jones steps to the line of scrimmage, now back into the shotgun formation. Gets the snap, back, looking right, and will throw up the sideline, and it's complete to Pierce. Makes a man move. Pierce hustling down the right sideline, and Peyton Wilson comes and grabs him all the way down close to the 15-yard line. They're going to mark him out at the 16th. Another beautiful throw over the top of the zone in that in-between area in a cover 2 look.
And Darius Slay was in position just a little bit too far ahead, probably about 1.5 yards too far forward. Jumps up, the ball literally gets right outside of his outstretched fingers and drops into the breadbasket for Alec Pierce in that moment. So I know what I said. I'm still sticking with it until further notice.
36-yard pickup to Pierce, who, by the way, leads the NFL in yards per reception. Jalen Ramsey is playing safety today for the Steelers with all the injuries that they have. Jones gets a snap, back to pass, looking, has time, throws, and it is battered away. It was intended in the right side toward the end zone to Mo Alley Cox, and Patrick Queen batted it away, so it'll be 2nd and 10.
That was very timely by Patrick Queen. They're trying to run a post corner concept with Mo Alley Cox and Patrick Queen dropping and having him in man, and Jalen Ramsey actually was trailing Tyler Warren in that one, so a lot of emphasis to put, and I would do the same thing. Put Jalen Ramsey and say, listen, we'll run box and 1 like basketball, right? Run zone everywhere else, but do not let Tyler Warren beat us, Jalen Ramsey.
2 tight ends in this formation, 2 receivers split to the left. Jones batting both sides of his helmet, now comes up to communicate with his offensive line, settles back into the shotgun, gets a snap. Back, looking left, throws underneath. It's complete to Downs, and Downs has the ball at the 10 and is able to dive forward for a couple more yards down to the 8, where it'll be 3rd and 2 for the Colts.
And just dropping in the soft spot zone, Downs was running from the slot, just ran a quick out in that moment. They moved guys forward, and Darius Slay is down, and he's writhing. He's not happy about whatever it is, and trainers are running on the far side of the field inside the 10-yard line to go check on the down defender.
Laying on his back, and now they're talking to him and examining him. We will update you on his situation when we continue. 10:27 remains in the first quarter. No score from Acrisure Stadium. Steelers football continues right after this.
Steelers fans, your team is a powerhouse. Are you ready for another great game here in the Steel City?
Absolutely. And let's take a minute to talk about the other powerhouse in town, been the best for 48 years straight. Got the grit and strength to take on anything. It's an MVP here in Pittsburgh.
Ford F-Series.
Best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh and in America. Now, how about that young duo on offense?
That's the next powerhouse on our radar.
F-150, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hey, Steelers fans. If the Steelers score 3 or more touchdowns, you score 2 on the BetMGM app. Download the app and claim the casino bonus when the Steelers score 3 or more touchdowns during the regular season. Don't miss your next casino bonus on BetMGM. See BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 and older to wager. PA and West Virginia only. Subject to eligibility requirements. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
From last-second game-winning field goals to 98-yard kickoff returns, football is exciting. But as the official bank of the Pittsburgh Steelers, PNC prefers to be steady and boring, like a solid ground game that eats up the clock. A strategy that scored a lot of financial wins over the last 160 years. And while our customers may not wear our name on the back of jerseys, Steelers fans can get 20% off regularly priced merchandise with the Pittsburgh Steelers PNC Bank debit card. A pretty exciting option play if you ask us. Find out more at pnc.com/SteelersCard. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Steelers tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Steelers.
Steelers football happens here. The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Darius Slay has been taken to the Steelers locker room for further examination. The Steelers are facing a 3rd and 2. All right, beg your pardon. The Colts are facing a 3rd and 2. The ball at the 8-yard line of the Steelers, moving left to right in front of us. 10:27 remains in the first quarter. Opening drive for the Colts. Steelers went 3 and out. If you're just joining us, keep an eye on Michael Pittman, who is tied for 3rd in the NFL with 6 touchdown receptions. 3rd and 2 if they go to the air. Keep an eye on Pittman here. 2 receivers to the right, Pittman to the slot to the left. And the play-action pass, Jones will throw underneath the Warren. He is hit immediately by Jalen Ramsey and dropped in the left flat at the 7-yard line. They might have given him a half-yard pickup there, and it's going to be 4th and 1. No hesitation for Shane Steichen and the Colts. They are going for it.
This is where you need to stand up. Big moment for big plays, and Malik Harrison now subbing in, the hammer of the linebacking crew. So you expect them to play close enough forward. It looks like they want to go.
Yeah, a lot of quarterback sneaks with Daniel Jones. He's under center. Instead gives it to Taylor on a reverse to the left. He's hit a couple of times, shakes off some tackles, moving to the left, right around the 6-yard line. Looks like it's going to be enough, and it is. Boy, some opportunities to get him down, but again, he is the leading rusher in the NFL.
He is, and they ran just a little like off-tackle spin out. It looked like quarterback sneak. You had both up backs behind him, and Daniel Jones took the snap, reversed it out under Taylor with the lead blocker to get that 1 yard. I mean, and he got it right at the line.
Yeah, Harrison and Queen got a little piece of him, but you need more than a little piece against Jonathan Taylor. So now empty set. Taylor will motion back to the left of Daniel Jones in the shotgun. Gets a snap, back to pass. Looking, throws, balls batted in the air. Oh, diving attempt for T.J. Watt. Hayward knocked it down. It falls incomplete. That close that close to stopping him on 4th down and that close to an interception.
I mean, and TJ was right there. He made a great leap for it, but Cam batted it perfectly, trying to hit Alec Pierce on a little out route concept, a little rub concept. And, boy, talk about a great job there. And Patrick Queen and Jalen Ramsey sandwiched Tyler Warren as well in that play.
11th play of the drive. 3 receivers to the right. Jones under center. Will give to Taylor. Taylor starts to the left, cuts back to the middle, gets very close to the goal line, inside the 1-yard line. Great surge there by the Colts offensive line.
That was close. That was super close on that one. Just an inside dive concept. And Jonathan Taylor, I mean, he's good. But this is a guy you have to stop. And right here on the half-foot line, 2 opportunities. You already seen him go for it once. This is going to be this is 2-down territory.
And the Steelers trying to buck up here defensively. And the late person running on because they only have 10 defenders out there. And it's Pierre. Jones, play action pass, throws out to the left, and it's batted down by Cam Hayward again. Trying to sneak it towards Mo Alley Cox in the left portion of the end zone, and it's hit at the line of scrimmage, and now it's 4th down. Colts are going to go for it again at the 1-yard line.
This has been great. Cam is playing possessed right now in these last handful of downs. 2 batted passes to his credit, and now expect some big action. I expect Jonathan Taylor up the gut here.
And it's going to be a quarterback sneak instead, and Jones easily hammers it into the end zone. So the Colts, a long 13-play, 79-yard drive, have cashed in to take the early lead here at Acrisure Stadium.
Oh, man, I'm looking at it. Yeah, it was they ran a perfect Spartan phalanx on that one. Center at the point of the wedge. Both guards get behind him, and then Daniel Jones just chugging forward to get the touchdown score.
The hoplites running that phalanx for the
that's correct,
for the Colts.
Just the King's Guard.
Obscure
yeah.
Historical reference from Max. Extra point is up by Badgley and good. And Jones with a 1-yard touchdown run at the 8:05 mark of the first quarter has put the Colts on top. The score, the Colts 7, the Steelers nothing. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
During the Jeep Drive-In Fall event, well-qualified current FCA lessees get an ultra-low mileage lease on the 2025 Grand Cherokee Laredo X4x4 for $389 a month for 24 months for $3,249 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. Call 1-888-8925-Jeep for details. Requires dealer contribution and lease through Stellantis Financial. Current vehicle must be registered to consumer at least 30 days prior to lease to qualify. Extra charge for miles over 15,000. Not all customers will qualify. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery from dealer stock by 11/3. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Right now is the best time for you to sell your current home or buy your next one. Don't gamble with your largest asset. It's more important than ever to partner with the right real estate team. At RE/MAX Select Realty, their experienced full-time realtors will help remove the stresses of interest rates, multiple offers, and low inventory. Don't miss this limited opportunity to save on your next move. Call 724-933-6300 or visit RE/MAXSelectPittsburgh.com.
Does your annual screening mammogram feel like another errand? Independence Health System is helping to make your health care easy. Just drive to one of our 5 convenient locations and walk in for your mammogram. No appointment or script needed. Walk in Wednesdays at 5 convenient locations. Visit www.independence.health/mammo. Independence Health System. Expert care here.
At FNB, we rewrote the rules of banking and made getting everything you need a whole lot easier. Experience the one-of-a-kind eStore Common app from FNB. Checking, savings, loans, credit cards. One application done in minutes. Just one common app for more than 40 business and consumer products. Can your bank do that? Didn't think so. Welcome to FNB. Let's get started at fnb-online.com. Loan subject to credit approval. FNB member FDIC.
This is Game Day with the Pittsburgh Steelers on DVE.
Daniel Jones takes in a touchdown on the Indy's first drive for the Colts, a 7-0 lead over the Steelers. 2 injury updates in terms of the Steelers defense. Darius Slay went to the locker room with a hand injury. His return is questionable. Alex Highsmith was checked out in the blue tent. I'm told he's good to go. Rob.
All right, Missy, thank you very much. And Yeah, that's the state of the Steelers defense. Steelers offense has got to find a way to march down the field, maybe give that defense a little bit of a break after a 5-minute, 16-second drive that took 79 yards and resulted in the touchdown. Here's the kickoff now. Far side of the field to Keyshawn Williams, up the numbers, the 10, the 20, and he's hit it to 25 and taken down. And that was Drew Ogletree, the backup tight end, who made the stop on the far side of the field at the 25 following this 22-yard return. Mac, I know we're only in the second drive of the game, but we know how explosive the Colts are. This already has a feel of an important possession here for the Steelers.
Got to score. You need points. At the end of the day, you need points, and you also need to chew time off the clock. That 3-and-out did not help. Your defense just went on for 5 minutes. You've got to give them a breather as well and play complementary football.
Aaron Rodgers under center. Jalen Warren is the lone setback. Tightly bunched formation. Ball is spotted at the 26-yard line on the right hash. Pitch to Warren to the left side. He's going to cut back, find a little bit of a crease, and get out to about, the 29-yard line, a pickup of about 3 on first down.
I'll take that, because how do you chip away at a big boulder? You got to just keep hammering. You got to keep hammering, and big rocks turn to little rocks, and that's what you have to do. Get something positive, as opposed to when we got that one and got 0, and now you're sitting behind the sticks at 2nd and 10. At least 2nd and 7 gives you some momentum and gives you some positive yardage.
And Spencer Anderson is checked into the game, and he starts on the left side of the formation, moves to the right. Now Darnell Washington goes in motion. He's going to set up as an offset fullback to the left of the formation. Anderson in motion that way. Here's the pitch to Warren. Starts right, cuts back to the left, and is hit by Nick Cross just as he gets to the line of scrimmage. Nick Cross is an outstanding player. No gain in the play. He is a guy that is all over the field for this Colts defense.
Yeah, Nick Cross is very fast, and he just knifed him in between DK Metcalf, who was supposed to have the block on him. Great seal block by Spencer Anderson, and, of course, the pull underneath. But Nick Cross comes in from that slot position and just finds a perfect spot. You've got to make sure receivers are doing their job blocking as well as the rest of the team.
6:47 and counting, a 3rd and 7 for the Steelers on their own 29. Gainwell's in the game. He's spread out to the left of Rodgers. 2 receivers to each side. Now Gainwell will motion in and stand next to Rodgers as the Colts bring 4 on the snap. Rodgers in trouble, stepping up, and down he goes. He's sacked by Latu. Latu picks up his 3rd and a half sack of the year. He had 2.5 coming in, and it is a quick 3-and-out for the Steelers offense.
And Broderick Jones just got beat on the inside move. He was setting the outside, and Latu came with a quick swim to the inside, and Broderick was caught off guard, off his feet at contact, was able to get pushed back, and Aaron goes down, another 3-and-out. This is not what you want to see to start the football game for the Steelers.
Waitman back in punt formation, Downs back to receive. Here's the snap, and the boot just does get it away and hammers it. And by the way, Waitman was hit behind the play. No flag. Downs has it knocked off of him, and it's scooped up by Brandon Echols. So it's going to be taken back. It's not going to be a touchdown. He scooped it up and ran into the end zone, but it's going to be Steelers football deep in Colts territory as it ricocheted off Downs again. Back there receiving punts because Gould was hurt this week,
exactly.
And now the recovery by Echols and a huge break for the Steelers.
Special teams become special once again. We were looking on the other end like, man, Corliss Waitman got leg whipped at the back, and then you turn down the other side, the muff punt, and Brandon Echols, way to focus in and get it.
The ruling on the field is the ball was touched by the receivers, recovered by Pittsburgh. The ball's dead where recovered by Pittsburgh, 1st and 10.
And the Steelers are now entering the Heinz red zone during Steelers season. It has to be Heinz. 5:50 mark of the first quarter. Gigantic break for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, just huge. And they're going to spot this. They still haven't exactly put it down yet. It looks like it's going to be inside the 15-yard line. Went off its
on
down.
The chest of Downs, and it's like he lost sight of it and literally bounced up right into the hands of Brandon Echols at about the 11-yard line. This is great field position.
Rodgers wants the crowd to settle down a little bit as the Steelers moving right to left here. He has Warren in the shotgun next to him. Rodgers gets the snap, throws out quickly to the right flat. This is Jonnu Smith. Smith makes the grab, heads straight upfield, and gets inside the 5 down to the 4. So a pickup of 7 on first down for the Steelers.
And it's just beautiful tight end screen to the outside. You would run this with wide receivers normally. It's a triangle screen. But, yeah, Darnell Washington out there as a lead blocker at the top of the point of the bunch, and Jonnu Smith ducking in behind him. That's a good guy to follow if you're trying to get upfield.
So 2nd and 3, ball on the 4-yard line. 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Steelers trailing 7-0. Rodgers in the shotgun. He has Warren to his left, 2 receivers split to the right. Now motion man is DK Metcalf. Rodgers will give it to Metcalf on a little shuttle pass, and he is taken down along the left sideline by Kenny Moore. Stop for no gain. Moore, the former Pro Bowler, comes up and makes the stop, and so it's going to be 3rd and 3.
And another pass completion for Aaron Rodgers. That one because it was tossed a little bit forward on the jet sweep, so that counts as a pass. And great job by Moore taking out the legs of DK Metcalf. DK can't quite turn the corner on that. So the Steelers can still get a first down if they get it to the 1-yard line, so there is an opportunity for them to still get a first down here.
3 tight ends out there, 2 of them to the left along with Metcalf in the shotgun, the other Darnell Washington to the right. Warren is to the left of Rodgers. He brings Freiermuth in motion left to right, gets a snap, pump fakes, looking, throws over the middle of the field, intended for Washington, and it is incomplete, knocked away, and now it will be 4th down and 3 for the Steelers.
Got to go for it here. Got to go for it here. You need the momentum shift, and, I mean, Darnell, there was a lot of contact there. A lot of contact before the hand of Darnell Washington. His right hand was hit before he could even get to the football, but not called there because you're within that 5-yard battle box, so to speak, area. So referees did not throw it on that one, but 3 yards to gain. You can get a fresh set of downs here, but you need to convert or get in the end zone.
Same formation, empty set. Same personnel grouping, empty set. 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. Rodgers gets the snap, throws quickly on a crossing pattern and incomplete, intended for Darnell Washington, throwing left. And the Steelers will turn the ball over on downs at the 4:17 mark, unable to take advantage of the huge special teams break. From Acrisure Stadium, Steelers football continues with the score, the Colts 7, the Steelers nothing.
Think you have what it takes to be a part of a passionate team in a thriving industry? 84 Lumber is immediately hiring for a variety of full-time positions at its southwestern PA locations. 84 Lumber knows their successes come from their people. They prioritize growth by making it easy to pave your own path within the company. They are proud to promote nearly 100% from within and help you create a career that you are proud of. Take the first step to building the career of your dreams by visiting 84lumber.com/careers to apply today.
Confluence Financial Partners provides financial guidance that balances living fully today, preparing confidently for tomorrow, and securing what matters most. As your partner in wealth management and a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers, they act as the quarterback of your financial plan, helping you navigate life's transitions and milestones. Your legacy deserves more than a plan. It deserves a partner. Discover how Confluence Financial Partners can help you build yours at confluencefp.com.
Enjoy Hossam deals Monday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. 2 Hossam hours. 5 Hossam favorites at discount prices, including our soup, salad, bread, nacho, and dessert bar for only $9.99. $10.99 whitefish, $11.99 soft chicken, and sirloin tips and more. And for our lunch diners, we also have another Hossam deal. Get our soup, salad, nacho, bread, and dessert bar for just $9.99. Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Dine-in only. No other discounts apply.
Hoss's Steak and Sea House. Hoss's is hospitality.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on the Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end November 3rd. Call 562-314-4603 for details. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
We bleed black and gold. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network. We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
We'll talk about this game starting tomorrow with the DVE Morning Show. Then, all week we get you ready for the next game on your radio home of the Steelers, WDVE Pittsburgh.
It's a Colts defense that is not a very good red zone defense. One of their weaknesses, they do come up with a stop here. They also have the fewest amount of 3 and outs in the NFL. So I'm trying to a little reverse here. Maybe the Steelers can get this 3 and out and get the ball back in good field position. Jones in the shotgun, has Jonathan Taylor to his right. The ball is set just inside the 5-yard line. Snap to Jones, back looking out to the right, has a man wide open on an out pattern. That is Alec Pierce. Easy pitch and catch. There is a flag on the play. as right now Pierce has a completion out close to the 17-yard line, but it looks like this is going to be against the Colts for illegal movement before the snap. Let's get the call from Craig Rolstad.
You take whatever we can.
Illegal formation. Offense. Number 11 illegally covered up number 81. That's a half the distance for goal penalty. Replay first down.
Well, if you're Shane Steichen, you're hitting that. I mean, you just line up improperly.
Yeah, back to the 2. So it's a 2-yard penalty on that one.
But it wipes out a first down.
Gain. Yeah,
first down gain out to the 17-yard line.
Can somebody stop Alec Pierce?
Yeah, he's had his way early on. So it is a 1st and 13 with the ball at the 2-yard line of the Colts. Moving left to right. Jones in the shotgun. Gets a snap. Gives under the delay to Taylor. And Taylor is bottled up initially, then surges forward to about the 5-yard line. And, look, when we're going to see the pile moving forward today, we're going to see a lot of things happening that you don't normally see. Jonathan Taylor's really, really good.
He's strong lower body that keeps churning along the way. So you have to not only take him up top, you've got to take his legs out. Because if not, he can churn forward and get those extra 2 to 3 gritty yards once he's first stalemated.
Got 4 there and moves out to the left to join 3 receivers and an empty set for Jones. He has a receiver to the right as well. Jones gets a snap, back to pass, throws underneath to Warren. He is hit immediately by Joey Porter Jr., a short gain out to the 9. And so it is going to bring up a 3rd down and middle distance here for the Colts.
And trying to run a quick little underneath scissor route with the receiver, Michael Pittman, kind of running a clear out, and Tyler Warren from the line of scrimmage running right behind him. But Joey Porter gets off of his main responsibility and makes a great tackle.
Warren, by the way, leads all tight ends in the NFL in receiving yards with 492 coming into this game. 3rd and 6. Crowd up, towels waving, looking for a stop. Jones gets a snap, looks out to the right, throws to Downs. It's complete, and Downs crosses the 15, gets to the 16, and the signal is that is enough for a Colts first down.
And this is the tough one because you're running a twins concept, and Downs is the back receiver behind Alec Pierce, and they kind of run the same route, and he breaks off right behind once he sees Eccles take the inside half. I mean, it's a great concept design. It's when you're running man, but sucks that they convert the first down.
1st and 10 out to the 16-yard line. Jones in the shotgun, has 2 receivers split to the left, gets a snap, and play action pass. Moving out to his left and throwing in that direction. Had Pierce open but overshot him, incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Yep, Darius Slay in tow of Alec Pierce running the out routes. They love running these concepts along the sideline, and actually that looked more like a comeback route. Kind of went in and kind of came back towards the line of scrimmage, towards the sideline on the route concept because they saw Slay was playing that soft zone coverage with about a 3-yard cushion.
Incomplete, 1:58 with the clock stopped remaining here in the first quarter. Colts are up 7-0. This is their second opportunity with the football. The first one, they went 13 plays, 79 yards, and scored on a Daniel Jones 4th down quarterback sneak from the 1. Now Jones in the shotgun has Taylor to his right. Back to pass. Looking. Throws underneath. Complete. Immediate stop. That was actually Abdullah in the backfield on a little curl route, and he's stopped by Peyton Wilson over the middle of the field. A short gain will bring up a 3rd and 8.
And Amir Abdullah was just running a little short, kind of shallow drag route concept, and Peyton Wilson right there jumped on him like a backpack real fast and took him down. So 3rd and long, big opportunity. This would be huge for the defense. Get the stop, get off the field, and you can get great field position on the punt potentially.
Abdullah remains in the game next to Jones. 1 down lineman, 3 linebackers, Herbig, Watt, and Highsmith out there to rush Jones here. On a 3rd and 8. Jones gets a snap. Here comes the rush. Throws out to the left. It's complete, and it is going to be short of a first down as the Steelers rally to the football at the 25-yard line. Complete to A.D. Mitchell, but it's going to be a 4th and 1. And here comes the Colts punt unit.
Man, that was a great stop. That was a gang tackle. 4 different guys.
Mitchell is strong.
He's a really strong. And also, you have to remember, A.D. Mitchell's also been in the dunce corner with the dunce cap.
Yes, right.
After dropping the ball before he crossed the sideline. So that's his first catch in a number of weeks, but a super strong receiver.
That was the lone loss they've had to the Rams. He was crossing the end zone, dropped the football when he went to celebrate. It went through the end zone, and they lost by 7. Here's a fake punt. Oh, my, and the Colts have picked it up. Fake punt. They snap it to the up back. Aggressive play, and they pick up the first down. And it was Rodney Thomas, the backup defensive back, who got the snap and went straight ahead. A good surge. And, boy, Shane Steichen is not afraid, as we saw in the opening drive, to go for it on 4th down. And here, going for it on 4th and 1 deep in his own territory, and the fake punt successful. So the Colts will get a fresh set of downs when we continue with the ball at their own 28-yard line. Time to make the switch to the second quarter. Brought to you by Northwest Bank. Explore checking that lets you get paid up to 2 days early. Northwest Bank for what's next. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. With a score, the Colts 7, the Steelers nothing. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
I do pretty much everything on my phone. Shopping, socializing, even banking, which is why I love my Northwest Bank app. It features things like spending alerts to help keep my online purchases in check, security features to lock my debit card if it ever goes missing. Hey, it happens. And my favorite, early pay, which lets me get paid up to 2 days early. Yep, no more waiting till Friday to get paid for me.
For checking with all the digital tools you want, go to Northwest.com. Member FDIC. Northwest Bank for what's next.
Ford F-Series, a name you'll remember. They're the best-selling trucks in America and the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Capable of towing, hauling, and being the MVP of your game day tailgate. They're here to help you score big. Go to neighborhoodfordstore.com and enter for a chance to win an F-150. You might just become the talk of Steelers Nation. F-Series, the best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh.
Starting a home improvement project? Essential Utilities reminds you, before you build a deck, plant a tree, or put up a fence, call 811. Professionals from Underground Utilities like Peoples will mark your lines so you can dig safely. Whether you're doing the work yourself or hiring a professional, calling 811 is free for homeowners. And it's the law. Call 811 3 days before you dig to keep you and your family safe. Peoples, an Essential Utilities company.
For an extraordinary advantage in sports, you need a game plan. For an extraordinary advantage everywhere else, all you need is Acrisure. With a high-tech human approach to insurance, cybersecurity, and more, Acrisure helps you take care of what you care about. That makes winning easy. See what Acrisure's extraordinary advantage can do for you at Acrisure.com.
Steelers football happens here. The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
For the world's most complete selection of Steelers merchandise, visit the official Steelers Pro Shop. Get it direct from the team at shop.steelers.com. Good news for the Steelers defense. They've held the Colts to 2 for 5 on 3rd down. Unfortunately, that also comes with the Colts being 3 for 3 on 4th down, including a fake punt on the final play of the first quarter deep in their own territory. And they picked that up as well. They have the ball at the 28-yard line, their own 28-yard line, moving right to left in front of us, enjoying a 7-0 lead in a very lopsided first quarter for the Colts. Jones comes out in the shotgun, has Taylor to his right. Still just a 7-0 game. Steelers looking for a stop. Warren goes in motion right to left in front of Jones in the shotgun. Jones gets a snap. Play action pass. Flag comes in immediately. Jones steps up. Lofting left. Intended for Warren. Incomplete with Kyle Duggar. Welcome to Pittsburgh in trail coverage. And let's see what this flag's going to be.
That's thrown immediately as the ball looks like a false start.
Offense, number 14, lined up in the neutral zone. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Oh, sorry, offsides, because they do call those on offense as well, apparently. But isn't the receiver supposed to look out and make sure that he's clear with the side judge?
Well, you used to be able to do that more often. I think they've kind of said you're on your own a little bit more. It used to be standard operating procedure.
Yeah, well, and remember last week, T.J. Watt, a couple of those offsides lined up immediately where he was offsides, negated big plays for the Steelers defense.
So 1st and 15, 14:54 remaining in the second quarter. Snap and a handoff. to Taylor. Taylor's hit in the backfield and is able to shake free, but only to the 24-yard line. Straight up the middle of the field, a short pickup of just a yard or two. It's going to break up a second long. Derek Harmon makes the stop for the Steelers.
Yeah, Derek Harmon came in there and gave him the big bear hug as he reverse suplexed him backwards. And a great job. Nick Herbig, the first guy to contact Jonathan Taylor in the hole.
Just slow him down a little bit, right?
Slow him down, get the feet to go parallel instead of in that forward motion, that forward lean, get him upright. And Derek Harmon finished him off.
Empty set, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left for Jones. Steelers showing 4-man rush. Jones gets a snap. Steelers will bring 4. Jones steps up middle of the pocket, incomplete, and Pittman stumbles over the middle of the field, and they're going to get Joey Porter Jr. for pass interference.
And leg tangle at the point.
Pass interference. Defense, number 24. The ball is placed in the spot of the foul, automatic. First down.
Joey kind of leaning. He was kind of falling down into Michael Pittman, kind of used him to stand up, and then tangled up the legs. And it's a tough situation when you have a good first and second down stop, and then something seems to always unravel in that third and fourth down.
That felt like maybe a 50-50 type of call.
You could have called it, but I think because the ref on the back angle saw the hand around the back as he was falling by Joey Porter, made that look like a PI.
First and 10, Jones under center. Gets a snap, play action pass. Throwing pressure over the middle of the field, and this time beautiful coverage by Joey Porter Jr. Knocks it away from Pierce, who thought he was interfered with and was incorrect. And it's knocked away.
And that was beautiful coverage. That's exactly what you needed to do for Joey Porter on that one. And he actually almost had it. He tried to kind of one-hand reverse scoop it and try to have a one-hand interception. Beautiful coverage there by Joey on the crossing route.
So 2nd and 10, ball at the 36-yard line. Set up on the left hash of the Colts, moving right to left in front of us. White uniforms, blue piping down the pants, blue numbers as well. Jones extends the hands, gets a snap. Back to pass, looking, has time, throws out to the right, and once again complete. And this is along the sidelines, Michael Pittman into Steelers territory. And they're just finding that area between the front man and the man behind him in the zone coverage.
Yeah, that soft spot in the zone. Eccles playing up and Pierce playing off. And Michael Pittman just does a great job, lines up on the sideline, gets both feet down, inbounds, falling out of bounds. Nice toe drag there by the receiver. He just found the soft spot.
The first down at the Steelers' 49-yard line. Jones under center. Abdullah has checked in at running back. Jones gives to Abdullah off the right side, and Abdullah looked like he had a hole, but closed quickly by Peyton Wilson, a 3-yard pickup. So nice job by Wilson. That looked like it had a lot of room there, and Wilson closed that down quickly.
Yeah, that's the one thing you got about Peyton Wilson. Peyton Wilson, sideline to sideline, a lot of strength by him, and a gang tackle to finish it off by the Steelers. But that's what you got to do in the run game. You got to swarm, make this a more one-dimensional game. If they get the run game going, that's when it's problems for the Steelers and for any team that goes against the Colts.
And Taylor has checked in on the 2nd and 7. Very tightly bunched formation here as Jones is under center. Sends Pittman in motion and will give to Taylor off the right side. Tries to skip outside, avoids one tackle and then another, and just does that so well. Economy of movement. And there's not a lot of movement there, but one guy misses, another guy kind of shrugs through a tackle and winds up picking up 5 yards to make it 3rd and 1.
I mean, we call it, it's like a skip to my Lou almost, because he's staying balanced, staying within, the framework of his body. When guys fall or get over is when you get the shoulders outside of the knees and the hips. Jonathan Taylor has a great job of just keeping himself in balance, in line, so that he can move fluidly and bounce off those tackles.
And Jones steps up to the line of scrimmage, tightly bunched formation on a 3rd and 1. Motion man is down, starts to the left, moves back to the right, inside handoff to Taylor, squirts through a hole and picks up enough for a first down to the 38-yard line of the Steelers. Picked up 3, and with the clock winding under 12 minutes, and it's another first down for the Colts.
And that the tough stat of the day: 10 first downs for the Indianapolis Colts, 0 for the Steelers so far on 3 opportunities.
Steelers have only run a minimum amount of plays, right? They haven't picked up a first down yet, so
run 9,
14th play of the drive here for the Colts. Jones in the shotgun. Play action pass. Looking. Here comes the T.J. Watt from the back end. Knocks away the ball. T.J. Watt's got it. He's picked it up. Watt, the strip sack. And T.J. Watt makes a play the Steelers desperately needed to turn it over. And the Steelers will have the ball close to midfield here.
Welcome back, Mr. Watt. Been silent the last couple of weeks. Comes up huge. Strip, sack, fumble recovery. A triple statter on one play.
So T.J. Watt with that turnover. The Steelers will have the ball at their own 44-yard line when we continue from Acrisure Stadium with a score of the Colts 7, the Steelers nothing.
Steelers fans expect a certain standard. That's true of the food they share on game day, too, which is why Giant Eagle is always part of the game plan. With fresh, high-quality food and everyday savings, it's easy to tailgate like a pro or feed the ravenous fans at home. For long touchdown runs and effortless grocery runs, Giant Eagle is here. Giant Eagle, official supermarket of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
For the last 48 years, Ford F-Series have been America's go-to trucks for moving mountains and also trailers, wood piles, and snow drifts. Work days and weekends, from the job site to the campsite. These trucks never stop working, just like you. That's what makes them America's best-selling trucks for 48 years. Ford F-150, official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers and Pittsburgh's best-selling trucks.
It's Max Starks for my friends at Clearview Federal Credit Union. Clearview is here to help you reach your financial goals and support our community every step of the way. This season, they're giving back through Touchdowns for Hope, donating $500 to Light of Life Rescue Mission for every Pittsburgh touchdown. That's just one way Clearview shows up for those who need it most. Visit clearviewfcu.org/touchdown to learn more and open an account today. That's clearviewfcu.org/touchdown.
At UPMC Hillman Cancer Center, we believe cancer care shouldn't just be good enough. It should be life-changing. As the region's only National Cancer Institute designated comprehensive cancer center, we provide groundbreaking treatments and innovative clinical trials with renowned cancer specialists and a compassionate support system for patients and their families. Discover more at upmchillman.com/lifechanging.
Your home for the Steelers. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
11:21 left in the first half here at Acrisure. Colts still with a 7-0 lead, but the Steelers offense back out on the field courtesy of a TJ Watt splash play. TJ Watt being TJ Watt, guys. That was his 24th strip sack of his career. He now leads the Steelers with 5 sacks on the season. Let's go and get some points now, Rob.
Yeah, Missy, thank you very much. First turnover the Steelers have created since the third quarter of the game in Dublin against the Vikings. Gainwell's into the game as Rodgers gets the snap and the shotgun will be thrown out to Gainwell in the right flat. Spins away from one man, can't from another, but it's going to be a face mask up high by Gallimore. Neville Gallimore tried to close down from his defensive tackle position. Flag came in immediately, and let's get the call.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 92, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Hey, we now have a first down. So that's 1-0 category taken out. Let's keep building off this. You got a first down. Let it snowball, fellas.
And the Steelers want to move quickly. No huddle. They step right to the line of scrimmage as they have the ball at the 41-yard line of the Colts, set up on the left hash. Rodgers in the shotgun. Gets the snap and will give to Gainwell. Gainwell off the left side, finds a little bit of a surge from the line over there and picks up 4, close to 5 yards on that first down run.
Staying on time and on schedule here, that's the big deal. You want to be able to maintain rush at 4 yards a clip to put yourself in position. Now you're in a second and medium, and now we see some momentum building. Let's keep that going with this offense.
2nd and 5. Rodgers quickly to the line of scrimmage, gets snapped, the shotgun looking up, pump fake, throws out to the left, deflected pass, caught by Freiermuth, and Freiermuth stumbles forward across the 30, down to the 29, down for the Steelers.
It looked like the ball might have tipped a little bit. Great athleticism by Pat Freiermuth to focus in and keep going. I'm watching the replay on that one. It was a double pump fake. Actually did come out a little funky, so I think it was tipped, but great job, and now another first down.
And quickly, once again, the snap brought to the right, squeeze out there where Gainwell tries to cut back to the middle of the field, is spun down by Woody Pay, and Also in on the stop, defensively, Jermaine Pratt, former Bengal linebacker. No gain in play, at least 2nd and 10.
And a great swing pass concept. I mean, Troy Fautano actually cut down Quiddy Pay. He got right back up immediately in the retrace to make that play. So you got to do something to tie up these edge defenders. They're very quick laterally for the Indianapolis Colts.
2nd and 10. Steelers do not want to stall in this high red zone. They have one red zone possession after the muffed punt by the Colts. Still looking for their first points of the game. 7 on the play clock. Rodgers in the shotgun as Warren to his left gets the snap. Back pass, looking, throws short over the middle. Bobble drop by DK Metcalf right into the field. And it would have been maybe a 6-7 yard pickup. And instead, it is going to be a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, it was about 6-7. And I mean, he has to put the balls in. He has to look in. He has to focus in. He usually has one of these drops a game. He needs them in the goal. I mean, we already had Jonnu, a big that was missed, that touched the fingertips. Darnell Washington, 2 opportunities in the end zone. And on that one, another. So that's 4 drops for Steelers receivers today.
3rd and 10. Man-to-man look across the defensive front here by the Colts. And they're bringing 6. Roger back to pass. Looking pumps. Has it in the middle of the field. Pick Austin sprawling forward. And he's going to pick up the first down. Had to stumble a little bit. That might have been a touchdown if he'd hit him in stride. But had to make a good fingertip grab. And winds up picking up the first down.
Yeah, pressure collapsed around Aaron in the pocket. He's able to sidearm that ball in. And Calvin Austin, great focus and finish by the receiver.
Steelers are now entering Hines red zone during Steelers season. It has to be Hines. And there is a timeout on the field. And the Colts have called the timeout, or I'm going to challenge
Indianapolis is challenging the ruling on the field of a first down.
So we are going to take a break now. Crucial call coming up. 8:54 mark of the second quarter from Acrisure Stadium to this football continues to the score. They call 7, and the Steelers nothing.
At Washington and Jefferson College, we don't just equip you for what's next. We empower you to adapt and thrive. At W&J, bold academic professors who coach you to succeed. Real-world experiences built in every major. So you graduate, you're not just ready, you're game ready. Schedule your campus visit today at washjeff.edu. That's washjeff.edu and see where your journey begins. Washington and Jefferson College, where you learn to adapt to any challenge and thrive in the ever-changing world.
Reward generous from the Gateway Clipper. Host your wedding, social event, or corporate dinner and showcase the city to your guests. Destination entertainment with dinner, drinks, and unbeatable sights. Book your boat today. Visit gatewayclipper.com for information.
At FNB, we rewrote the rules of banking and made getting everything you need a whole lot easier. Experience the one-of-a-kind e-store Common app from FNB. Checking, savings, loans, credit cards. One application done in minutes. Just one Common app for more than 40 business and consumer products. Can your bank do that? Didn't think so. Welcome to FNB. Let's get started at fnb-online.com. Loan subject to credit approval. FNB member FDIC.
In Pittsburgh, toughness isn't just on the field, it's in our DNA. At U.S. Steel, we've been making American-made steel for nearly 125 years. Strong, resilient, and built to perform under pressure. From stadiums and skyscrapers to the cars and appliances you count on every day, our steel powers progress. Proudly forged in the heart of steel country, U.S. Steel is built for what's next because in Pittsburgh, we know what it takes to win. U.S. Steel, American-made, Pittsburgh.
Challenge is brought to you by the law firm of Bordas & Bordas, a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Bordas & Bordas fighting for justice. So instead of a first down at the 19, the ball has been set a half yard inside the 20-yard line. It is 4th and half a yard for the Steelers. The play clock has been reset from 8:54 to 9:17, and the Steelers 4th and 1 have the offense out on the field. And now the whistle here and the signal that play can begin. As wait a minute, Greg Rolstad waiting. Now he's going to blow the whistle, and here come the Steelers hurrying up to the line of scrimmage. And it is Connor Hayward in for tush-push activity and gets a little bit of a surge and is going to pick up the first down at the 18, maybe down to the 17-yard line. That offensive line, Max, you got to love that. They kept pushing away there.
Steel City shove, baby. Clock it. Steel City shove is in effect, and another first down, but most importantly, a 4th down conversion. Now 1 for 3.
Missy?
The last time this happened, Connor said after the game, Mount Washington's the guy that picks me up and basically pushes me. If you want anybody to do it, it will be him. He takes daily Q center snap operations with Zach Frazier and said that Aaron's helped him too in terms of the snap.
Missy, thank you very much. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun. He has Warren to his left. Will bring Austin in motion. And now the play action pass. Rodgers back looking, and nobody open as Latu came late for the pressure. Threw it in the direction of Freiermuth and incomplete. By the way, today's first half sideline reports are brought to you by Howard Hanna. Win big with Howard Hanna, a proud real estate partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So 2nd and 10 now for the Steelers with the ball marked just inside the 17-yard line, officially calling it the 16. 8:23 remains, and a 2nd and 10 for the Steelers as they break the huddle. Warren remains in the game to the left of Rodgers. 2 receivers split to the right. Metcalf all by himself down at the bottom of the formation closest to us, moving left to right of the Steelers. Rodgers gets a snap, gives onto the lay to Warren. Off the left side, kind of stumbled as he got to the edge. Looked like there might have been more there. He's going to pick up 3 as he lost his footing to bring up a 3rd and 7.
Oh, that was such a good one. And as soon as he went to make that cut with his left leg, you saw him slip a little bit. But man, if he was able to get his contact balance and go north and south, that play could have broke for at least another 4 to 5 yards.
Now, Kenny Gainwell has checked in. It's a 3rd and 7 from the 13-yard line. 10 on the play clock as Rodgers gets the team in formation. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, both showing 4-man rush. Gainwell to the left, but Rodgers now motions out to the left flat. So an empty set as Rodgers gets a snap. Cole spring 4, fire over the middle of the field. It's Allen Austin. Skins inside the 5 and down to the 2-yard line, right up the center of the field, and a 1st and goal for the Steelers.
Beautiful slant route ran by Calvin Austin. He's on the right side of the offensive formation in the slot, and he saw zone coverage, cuts to the inside. Great job to get north and south and get extra yardage, and the Steelers are knocking on the door with a downs.
Last time they were down here, Jalen did not get a carry. Now a tightly bunched formation. Warren is the lone setback behind Rodgers. Rodgers brings Metcalf in motion right to left, and a play action pass rolling out to the right. Rodgers looking. Rodgers looks to run, and he's tackled awkwardly along the right sideline, right around the 1-yard line, so he is able to pick up a little bit of yardage down to the 1.
Yeah, great job by Aaron, just getting some positive yardage. Realized you need to take something off of this. Trying to get Pat Fryermuth and Darnell Washington. They were covered up, so just kept rolling with it. Did not like the way he has not done a baseball slide in a while.
You expert advice right in your neighborhood. Go to Northwest.com, Northwest Bank, for what's next. So the Steelers, I know it's next for them, a touchdown here. Tie this game up.
That's what you need in this moment. And with 4 seconds left on the clock, Ben Skoranek kind of gave a hand signal like he didn't know what was going on. So better yet, do not take the delay of game. Do not waste a down. Take the timeout. You're in the second quarter. You got all 3. Can't take it with you to halftime. So I'd rather them use it and get the right play in and not just try and conserve timeouts.
People say burn a timeout. Some Jalen Jones to the right portion of the end zone, intended for Metcalf. Jones back from injury with a pass breakup.
Now that one moment.
By the way, Jalen Warren does not have a rushing touchdown. Nobody has more yards from scrimmage without a rushing touchdown than Jalen Warren. He'll get an opportunity here off the left side, lowers the shoulder, and he is in for the Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown.
There we go. Little scrum afterwards. Connor Hayward recovers the ball, but not before he crosses the line with the football. Side judge came running in immediately. And the ball, quote-unquote, strip fumble happened after the touchdown was already declared.
So Jalen Warren does get his first rushing touchdown of the season.
Way to call that in there, Kinger. You called it.
Well, we were looking for it, right? Nobody had more rushing yards than Jalen Warren without scoring a touchdown.
We didn't use it last drive where we should have at least ran it on that 3rd down to at least see what you're going to have to do on 4th down. So way to make it right and get the little big guy in the end zone.
And Chris Boswell on to try the extra point at the 6:09 mark here of this first half. Snap, hold, that boot is up, and that kick is good. A 12-play, 56-yard drive cap off a Warren 1-yard touchdown run. The Steelers have just scored from the Heinz red zone. During Steelers season, it has to be Heinz. From Acrisure Stadium, Steelers football continues with the score: the Steelers 7 and the Colts 7.
The Black and Gold faithful always travel well to see the team.
On your radio home of the Steelers, WDVE, Pittsburgh.
Steelers have tied up the game to the 6:09 mark on the Jalen Warren 1-yard touchdown run, 6:09 mark of the second quarter. And Chris Boswell in front of us kicking left to right among the return unit. And this is taken by Amir Abdullah at the goal line. Crosses the 10, the 20, slants out to the right, and is taken down. And that looked like a rope steer contest. It was able to haul him down and spin him down at the 26-yard line.
Peyton Wilson, a little urban cowboy there on that one. It took less than 8 seconds.
Here are the latest NFL scores brought to you by Clearview Federal Credit Union. Financial advice is closer than you think. Chicago over Cincinnati 14-10. Minnesota and Detroit tied at 14. Green Bay leads Carolina 3-0. Houston over Denver 6-zip. New England on top of Atlanta 21-7. San Francisco over the Giants 14-7. And Tennessee leads the Chargers 14-10. Lone setback is Taylor Jones under center. Will give to Taylor straight up the middle, picking his way forward. A little bit of a late surge here by the line as well. And finally, with Cam Hayward holding on around the thighs of Taylor, he is brought down at the 29-yard line. So a pickup of about 4, almost 5 on that first down run.
And boy, I mean, running behind the experience of that left side, you got Bernard Ryman and Quentin Nelson. Those guys know how to root hog a guy out, and Jonathan Taylor knows where to go when he wants to churn the push forward.
Nelson, a 7-time Pro Bowler, the left guard position for the Colts. Jones in the shotgun. He has Taylor to his right. Motion man is Warren right to left across the formation. Jones back to pass, looking, throws underneath, it's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson, scooting up the right sideline and tripped up. Brought down at the 15, and the turnovers coming in bunches for the Steelers.
Bunches and bunches and bunches. That is an amazing job. 3 turnovers in the first half of this game. You have the muff punt recovery by Brandon Echols, strip sack fumble recovery, the one-man wonder in TJ Watt, and right here, Peyton Wilson doing a tremendous job of just spying and eyeing on Daniel Jones, and just does a great job going underneath.
Missy Matthews.
Guys, a big play on special teams for Peyton Wilson, who's filling in as captain for Mouse Killebrew. I thought we were going to get to use this note, the last defensive score by the Steelers, of course, Peyton Wilson. It was against Cincinnati last season. Almost there, but now the offense has a chance to put more points on the board.
17-yard return has him set up at the 14-yard line. The Steelers in the Heinz red zone during Steelers season. It has to be Heinz. Under center is Rodgers. Broken eye formation with Washington in front of Jalen Warren, who gets a call to the right, cuts back to the left, picks up just a couple down to the 12-yard line.
You ran counter to the right side. You pulled Spencer Anderson, almost running a wham block on the edge in that moment, and you had Darnell Washington running the lead. I would have loved for Jalen to have been a little more patient and stay behind Darnell Washington, because the hole opened up on the right. He cuts it to the backside corner where everything's collapsing down on him, so minimal gain on that play.
2nd and 8. Rodgers comes out in the shotgun this time. 2 receivers out to the left. 2 tight ends to the right, and Warren to the right of Rodgers in the shotgun. Rodgers surveying. Looks to his right, glances back to his left. Freiermuth crab motions out to the right. Snap to Rodgers. Back looking to the right for Freiermuth. Touchdown! Pittsburgh Steelers! A strike from Rodgers to Freiermuth, and the Steelers have taken the lead.
Wow, wow, wow. And Freiermuth in short motion, seam route up the middle. Aaron Rodgers spots that they're right in the no man's land of the zone in the cover 2, and he just throws an absolute cold rope to Pat Freiermuth, and actually the momentum of that football actually carried him into the end zone.
3rd touchdown of the season for Pat Freiermuth. Had a touchdown last year in Indianapolis. Likes playing against this Colts team.
He likes Colts and Bengals.
Colts and Bengals, that's okay.
Horses and Tigers. Where's the Bears or the Lions? I don't know, but I'm not worried about that. We'll get a bear later.
So, assuming a little bit of a delay as they took a look at this, clearly a touchdown, and now Boswell on to try the extra point. Waitman to hold, Kuntz the snapper. Here's the snap, perfect, hold, perfect, kick up, kick, perfect. And at the 4:22 mark, the Steelers have just scored from the Heinz red zone during Steelers season. It has to be Heinz. Peyton Wilson, the interception, and return. Freiermuth, the 12-yard strike from Rodgers. And from Acrisure Stadium, Steelers football continues with a score. The Steelers 14, the Colts 7.
Steelers fans, your team is a powerhouse. Are you ready for another great game here in the Steel City?
Absolutely. And let's take a minute to talk about the other powerhouse in town, been the best for 48 years straight. Got the grit and strength to take on anything. It's an MVP here in Pittsburgh.
Ford F-Series.
Best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh and in America. Now, how about that young duo on offense?
That's the next powerhouse on our radar.
F-150, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We see you. Your calendar's color-coded. Your outfit for tomorrow is already laid out. You have everything in Tupperware labeled in your fridge. You buy in bulk. You meal prep. You know what you're doing in 2027. You're a planner. And we're here to say you don't have to do it all. S&T Bank makes banking easy. From our friendly team to our online and mobile solutions, we do more so you can do less. Stop by your local branch. Visit stbank.com or call 800-325-2265. S&T Bank. Member FDIC.
Steelers fans expect a certain standard. That's true of the food they share on game day, too, which is why Giant Eagle is always part of the game plan. With fresh, high-quality food and everyday savings, it's easy to tailgate like a pro or feed the ravenous fans at home. For long touchdown runs and effortless grocery runs, Giant Eagle is here. Giant Eagle, official supermarket of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Welcome to Pond Lehocky Giordano, one of the largest workers' compensation law firms in the country. We know the playbook on injury law. It's how we've helped over 100,000 injured and disabled workers obtain benefits. And we know we can do the same for you. Even better, you don't pay a dime until we win your case. One conversation is all it takes to help you and your family get back on track. For any legal needs, give Pond Lehocky a call.
Your home for the Steelers. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
4:22 remains in the first half. The Steelers leading the Colts 14-7, getting set to kick off after the 12-yard touchdown pass from Rodgers to Freiermuth. You know, we had the muff punt earlier. The first turnover, the Steelers had the ball in great field position, went forward on fourth down, didn't score from inside the 5-yard line of the Colts. Had a bit of an ominous feel, but now 2 quick touchdowns, and it's very suddenly the Steelers have the lead.
And you're talking 2 for 3 in the red zone for the Steelers, whereas you were 0 for 1. He had no first downs, and now the momentum shifting in their direction.
Here's Abdullah going to take the kickoff at the 2-yard line, far side of the field, heads up the numbers, slants towards the middle of the field, and is tripped up by Ben Skoranek right at the 28-yard line. This season, the law firm of Bordas & Bordas will make a $500 donation to the Ronald McDonald House for every sack by the Steelers defense this preseason and regular season. The Steelers defense has collected 27 sacks so far this season, and Bordas & Bordas is on pace to donate $13,500 to the Ronald McDonald House. Bordas & Bordas fighting for justice. 4:17 remains. They've spotted the ball at the 30-yard line, right hash. Colts have all 3 of their timeouts remaining in this first half as Jones under center has a lone setback of Taylor. Gets the snap, play action pass. Jones rolling out to the left, has a man Warren wide open in the left flat, and again, hog-tied down up high by Peyton Wilson. A pickup of about 7 on that play. And Peyton Wilson is all over the field here for the Steelers.
I'm worried about if there's any rodeo recruiters in the audience today looking at this. This dude is shown calf steering. He's done the wild bronco. I mean, he is all over the place. And this is why you have a Peyton Wilson. He's a sideline to sideline guy that has great closing speed.
2nd and 3. Jones under center. Play action pass again. Rolling out, lofting deep, has Pierce running down the left sideline, incomplete. Just a little too far with Joey Porter in trail coverage and Ramsey coming over the top to the elite deep threat in the NFL. And instead, it's going to be 3rd and 3.
And Daniel Jones just sailed that ball about a yard in front of Pierce, running the streak route down the sideline. So, no problem when it doesn't get to the hands, because Alec Pierce is electric, but just could not run underneath that ball.
So now 3rd and 3, and the crowd up and the towels waving. Clock stop at the 3:36 mark. Taylor next to Jones in the shotgun. 2 receivers split to each side, tapping the helmet. Eligibles do the same, so a change here. A clapping the hands as Jones gets a snap. Back to pass, looking, throws left, and it's knocked away. Alex Highsmith batted it away, and here comes the Colts punting unit.
Wow, wow, wow. Listen, I'm going to say it once. Maybe this is probably the last time. Probably not. I'm lying to myself, Rob. Who won? Who won? Spirit of Peasy Sr. And, of course, Pot Dog, a.k.a. James Ferrier, in that huddle. This defense is playing with their hair on fire the last couple of series.
Rigoberto Sanchez would be number 1 in net punting in the NFL. He just hasn't punted enough.
I was going to say, when does he punt?
He doesn't qualify because the Colts don't punt it very often. His first punt of the day. And Keyshawn Williams back to receive. It's a driving kick. Keyshawn backpedaling will take it at the 10-yard line, makes a move. Now trying to move out to the left, sprinting, and now going to try to just move forward and pick up about 7 yards on the return, moving left to right. And a 53-yard punt by Sanchez, 46-yard net. 3:19 remains in the first half from Acrisure Stadium. Steelers football continues with the score. The Steelers 14, the Colts 7.
Steelers fans, your team is a powerhouse. Are you ready for another great game here in the Steel City?
Absolutely. And let's take a minute to talk about the other powerhouse in town, been the best for 48 years straight. Got the grit and strength to take on anything. It's an MVP here in Pittsburgh.
Ford F-Series.
Best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh and in America. Now, how about that young duo on offense?
That's the next powerhouse on our radar.
F-150, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Is your business looking for local and national health coverage? If you have more than 50 employees, UPMC Health Plan has something new for you. UPMC National Access. UPMC National Access gives employees access to the top-ranked doctors and hospitals of UPMC, along with nationwide access through the Cigna Healthcare PPO network for the quality, affordable coverage that your company deserves, locally and nationally. Choose UPMC Health Plan.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Steelers tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Steelers. Starting a home improvement project? Essential Utilities reminds you, before you build a deck, plant a tree, or put up a fence, call 811. Professionals from underground utilities like Peoples will mark your lines so you can dig safely. Whether you're doing the work yourself or hiring a professional, calling 811 is free for homeowners. And it's the law. Call 811 3 days before you dig to keep you and your family safe. Peoples, an Essential Utilities company.
We bleed black and gold. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
3:19 remaining first half. Steelers up 14-7. They have the ball at their own 18-yard line, forcing the first 3 and out for the Colts. The team that has the fewest percentage of 3 and outs in the NFL. So the Steelers defense, which has created 2 turnovers, another turnover coming on special teams, has done the job for the offense. Now the offense looking to... they call it a 4-minute offense. How about a 3-minute and 19-second offense here, Max?
Hey, I'll take it. And love for it to end in points. You know, that would also make it even more special.
Remember, the Colts do get the ball to begin the second half. Rodgers in the shotgun will give on the delay to Warren. Straight up the middle, finds a little bit of a crease and crosses the 25, gets out to the 26. So a fine 8-yard pickup on first down for Jaylen Warren.
And this is what you want to have. You want to be able to control the clock. This is the moment when we talked about grinding down and trying to win time of possession. You have to do it through the run, and you've got to just keep chipping away at it. Nice big block here, nice big chunk for the Steelers to be able to stay balanced and keep their options open.
Colts coach Shane Steichen says you throw the ball to score points, you run the ball to win the game. How about winning this first half here and ending it with an exclamation point? And here's the handoff to Warren off the right side, looking for a little crease, and is going to be close to first down yardage. Look like he's going to be stopped just short as Grover Stewart and DeForest Buckner team up to make the stop. No, it's enough for a first down.
There we go. Good job.
Good stuff.
Nice little pin and pull from the right guard, Mason McCormick, with Zach Frazier kind of leading out on that outside zone play to lead and clear enough. And this is what you don't need to be big, but guess what? You get to chew clock in these moments. So probably one more play before the 2-minute warning.
You don't have to here, as there's a discrepancy of 3 seconds between the play clock and the game clock. See if Rodgers will snap it. And Rodgers' hands extended will not snap it. And we reach the 2-minute warning with the Steelers up by a score of 14-7. Time for the 2-minute warning timeout, brought to you by Pond Lee Hockey Giordano. Injured at work or in an accident? Call Pond Lee Hockey for a free consultation. Their expert legal team will help every step of the way and get you and your family back on track. Look at Max back on track down there to celebrate. the 20th anniversary with your guys.
Little celebration on the field. Can't wait to do it.
That's coming up on halftime. At halftime, so we continue with the score. The Steelers 14, the Colts 7. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
The Hep C Cure Squad is here for your protection. Cause if you are uncertain, my suggestion is get tested. The time is now, find your nearest local clinic. What's exquisite, if it's hard for you to travel, they do home visits. You're not alone, listen, they're here to help. You deserve to focus on your future well-being and health. This next line is tremendously important. You don't have to pay a dime, a single cent, or need insurance. Doc Hep C, I speak, screaming, yell it loudly. Don't you ever doubt me, come and get your cure from Central Outreach.
Score big at Don's Appliances. Upgrade your kitchen with Whirlpool and KitchenAid appliances. Perfect for tailgate snacks and halftime feasts. Get free next day delivery and guaranteed lowest prices. Shop DonsAppliances.com.
Ready for a new ride? South Hills Kia has the ride and the price you'll love. Brand new 2025 Kia Sorento SAWD as low as $329 for 24 months with $39.99 due at signing. Or the 2025 Kia Seltos LXAWD starting at $229 for 24 months with $34.99 due at signing. Lease offers exclude taxes and fees. No security deposit required. 10,000 miles a year. Expires November 3rd, 2025. Visit SouthHillsKia.net for details.
Joey Wirjonas here from the Gateway Clipper. Let us be your destination for date night, celebrations, and memories on the water. Join us Saturdays on the Captain's Dinner Cruise, a real Pittsburgh tradition, featuring an all-new menu for 2025. For tickets, visit GatewayClipper.com.
You see the skyline, you drive over the bridges. We built that. Ironworkers Local Union Number 3 isn't just a job, it's a legacy. And you can start as early as this fall. Now's your chance to join the apprenticeship program and learn from the best in the business. Earn while you train, build what matters. Take pride in every beam and bolt. Starting wages over $27 with great benefits. Visit IWLocal3.com. That's IWLocal3.com and apply now before time runs out.
Listen after the game for the Mike Tomlin press conference on DVE.
2-minute warning. The team is getting ready to break out of the 2-minute warning. The team from 20 years ago that won one for the thumb, ready to go out on the field. Max Stark's not ready to go yet.
I got to see some action. Got to see some action before I can go. Get the 2-minute drill going first.
Warren and Gainwell in the back. Now Gainwell crabs out to the left in motion as Rogers gets a snap. Will throw out that way to Gainwell up the left side and scoots forward, splits two defenders and gets out to the 44-yard line. Brought down inbounds, angling to the left. Steelers have 2 timeouts remaining. Plenty of time here after that 16-yard pickup. The ball at the 49-yard line. Remember, the Colts have all 3 of their timeouts as well, in case you're thinking about what they might do as far as clock management. Gainwell remains in the game. He is to the left of Rodgers as the team breaks the huddle. Under 1:30 remaining here in the first half. 3 receivers split to the right, 1 to the left. Gainwell motions out to the left flat area. Rodgers gets a snap. Back looking to the right, throwing up the sideline. And it was intended for Austin, but well covered, incomplete. It was Mekhi Blackman in coverage down the right sideline. So to bring up a 2nd and 10. So Rodgers takes a shot with the single coverage up the field. Blackman gets some help with Jalen Jones returning to the lineup. The cornerback position for the Colts has been a real issue for them. There are top three corners in the beginning of the season out. Now Jones rejoins Blackman, so still one man short. That's Charvarius Ward, who is still not ready to rejoin the team after having suffered a concussion. 1:16 remains. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Rodgers. That 1 to the left is Metcalf. Rodgers gets a snap. Back to pass, looking right, throws on an out pattern, is hauled in by Freiermuth, and the pass leads him out of bounds. Had a little bit of room, but let him out of bounds down to about the 47-yard line, where it's going to be a 3rd and 3, 47 of the Colts. With the clock stopped, the Steelers can huddle up. They'll officially call it a 3rd and 2. 1:11 remains here in the first half. Colts scored first. Steelers have come back. They have been able to take advantage of a couple of turnovers and lead 14-7. They are 2 of 6 on 3rd down. Empty set for Rodgers. 3 receivers to the left. Now Gainwell will motion back to join him to his left. Now flops back over to the right side as Rodgers changes something at the line of scrimmage. Points with his left hand. Now leans forward, gets a snap. will give to Gainwell up the middle and starts left, cuts back right, picks up a first down to the 45-yard line before Gallimore can make the stop. And now on the far side of the field, a scrum, and now a flag comes flying in. Well, Calvin Austin was over by that sideline. It looked like Metcalf was over there as well. Austin trying to get himself freed. Broderick Jones hustled over. Now let's see a very important call here with the flag down. And by the way, DeForest Buckner being attended to. He's in the blue 10 on the Colts sideline. He is their premier defensive lineman, 3-time Pro Bowler. And the officials huddling up. This is a very important call. The Steelers have a first down at the 45-yard line of the Colts. A little bit of a skirmish after this play. There is a flag down. And the officials conferring here to figure out what this is going to be. Is it going to be offsetting? Is it going to be 15 yards to move the Colts down to their own 30? Will the penalty move the Steelers back into their own territory? The Boo Birds coming out here at Acrisure Stadium wondering what the delay is going to be, but you can see why they would take their time. Craig Rolstad and his crew, this is a very important call, and here it is.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 40. It's a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Oh, and that is against Jalen Jones, and that is a big call. You had to wait with bated breath. Who is this going to be against? It's against the Colts. There was a skirmish on the far side of the field after the play, and this will be marched down to the 30-yard line of the Colts. So now 57 seconds remain. The clock is stopped. The Steelers with 2 timeouts have a 1st and 10 already in field goal range, and certainly at this stage looking for more. And once again, the Colts out DeForest Buckner, 2 of their backup fine defensive end pass rushers. Ebicom and Lewis also out of this game with injuries. Showing a 4-man front. Rodgers in the shotgun has Gainwell to his right. Play action pass thrown out to the right and knocked away on the blitz by Jermaine Pratt. Came firing in off the left side, and Rodgers tried to throw a quick one out to the flat to Jonnu Smith that was knocked away. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10. 55 seconds remaining here in this first half. Colts come in with the best record in the NFL, 7-1. They took the opening drive they had. The Steelers had the ball first, went 3 and out. 13 plays, 79-yard drive. Daniel Jones with a 1-yard run to put them ahead 7-0. Since then, 2 Steelers touchdowns. They're up 14-7. 2nd and 10. Rodgers empty set. Gets a snap. Back to pass. 4-man rush. Looking. Throws out to the left. It's complete to Jonnu Smith. He is tripped up inbounds by Zaire Franklin at the 24-yard line. Hustles the ball back to the middle of the field. 42, 41, 40 seconds remaining. Steelers not really huddling, but not moving to the line of scrimmage. Now they get there. 33 seconds remaining. 32 seconds remaining in this first half. Trips to the right. 1 receiver to the left. Rodgers now gesturing with his right hand. Now he'll get the snap. Back to pass. Looking. Steps up in the pocket. Throws out to the right. Flag on the play. Jonnu Smith, the completion on the right side. Heads up the middle of the field down to the 12-yard line. There is a flag down in the secondary. Probably defensive holding. That's the area that flag is normally thrown.
Holding. Defense number 23. That penalty's declined. The result of the play is first down.
And that is against Kenny Moore. The Steelers are now entering the Heinz red zone. During Steelers season, it has to be Heinz. And so the ball will be marked right around the 12-yard line on the right hash for the Steelers. 15 seconds remains in this first half. The Steelers still have 2 timeouts. The clock is stopped after the penalty. Opportunity for perhaps a couple shots at the end zone. Gainwell is to the right of Rodgers in the shotgun. 3 receivers split to the left. Calvin Austin to the right. Gainwell moves from the right to the left in the shotgun. Rodgers gets the snap. Pump fakes. Comes back to the left, and now in trouble. Is going to be sacked. And he's going to be taken down. That was Gallimore on the sack. Gallimore and Latu combining, and the Steelers will use a timeout with 10 seconds now remaining. They still have 1 timeout. The ball back at the 17-yard line. A reminder that our next broadcast on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network will be Sunday, November 9th, when the Pittsburgh Steelers visit the Los Angeles Chargers. Steelers Audio Network coverage will begin at 6:20 on Sunday the 9th. So 10 seconds remain in the first half. Told you about that Jones drive, 13-play, 79-yard drive for the Colts. A Jones touchdown, the 1-yard quarterback sneak on a 4th down. The Colts converted 2 4th downs on that drive. The Steelers rally back with a 12-play, 56-yard drive. Jaylen Warren scores his first touchdown of the season on a 1-yard run. And then the interception by Peyton Wilson and a 2-play, 14-yard drive, a 12-yard touchdown pass from Rodgers to Freiermuth has the Steelers on top, 14-7. 2nd and 15, the ball at the 17-yard line, marked at the left hash. Steelers have 1 timeout remaining, and now Calvin Austin flinches in the right slot area.
False start. Offense, number 19. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Now this makes it 2nd and 20, all the way back at the 22-yard line. And again, interesting decision here for the Steelers. Only 1 timeout left. Do you try to get some of this back and maybe take 1 shot at the end zone, or are you starting to think field goal now on a 2nd and 20? They can pick up a first down all the way down at the 2-yard line. Rodgers has Gainwell to his left, now splits Austin out to the right. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Prevent type of defense being played here, and a quick pass to Austin. Austin starts to the left, moving toward the right sideline, gets out of bounds and is banged out of bounds. Kind of have a late hit there, and Austin did not like it. Came up and gave Mekhi Blackman a shove. No flag on the play, and only 3 seconds remain in the first half. So here comes Chris Boswell in the field goal unit. Boy, that was a very borderline hit by Blackman, clearly in the white chalk area on the near sideline. No call. The ball is going to be spotted at the 7-yard line. And Chris Boswell will come on to try to extend this to a 2-score lead for the Steelers. Ish expects to be the final play here of the first half. Here's a snap. Here's a hold. Here's the kick. That kick is up. That kick is good. And that is, in fact, the final play of the first half. The Steelers have just scored from the Heinz red zone. During Steelers season, it has to be Heinz. That's the end of the second quarter. Brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. With a score, the Steelers 17, the Colts 7. The UPMC halftime report is up next on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Clementina is a specialty candle business that was born out of the desire for a unique, safe, clean-burning alternative to the mass-produced candles available in so many places today. All of Clementina candles are handmade out of organic soy wax and scented with fragrances that are phthalate-free to ensure that you are able to enjoy your candles without the worry of any unwanted side effects. Clementina candles are individually designed and made, making each one a unique experience. Visit ClementinaHandmade.com.
Hi, Western Pennsylvania. This is Edgar Snyder. I want to thank you for over 40 years of trusting my law firm. During those years, we've helped thousands of people just like you, our neighbors. We're here for you. We're here for our community. We're here for our region. If you've been seriously hurt in an accident and you need to talk to a lawyer, even if it's not us, if you do call us, know that you'll have the firm with over 40 years of experience fighting to get the money you deserve. And of course, there's never a fee unless we get money for you.
The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network proudly presents Steelers Football 2025. Brought to you in part by Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of Steelers Nation, by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com. By the Pennsylvania Lottery. Play PA Lottery online and get a first-time deposit match up to $1,000. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. By Pennsylvania One Call System. Call 811 before you dig. By Pepsi, the official soft drink sponsor of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By PNC, the official bank of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By Schneider Downs. Discover the value of big thinking with a personal focus at schneiderdowns.com. By Steelers Pro Shop. Get it direct from the team at the Steelers Pro Shop at shop.steelers.com. By UPMC, the official healthcare provider and health plan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And by RE/MAX Select Realty. Visit RE/MAXSelectPittsburgh.com.
Welcome to the UPMC Halftime Report on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network. UPMC, the official healthcare provider and health plan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Wes Schuler with you here at Acrisure Stadium, where it's Pittsburgh 17, Indianapolis 7 at the half. The Steelers' first half recap is brought to you by PNC Bank, the official bank of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and brilliantly boring since 1865. The Steelers started with the football. They went 3 and out. The first time they have not scored points on their opening possession, the only time other than the game against Minnesota in Dublin. The Colts, their first possession of the game, 13 plays, 79 yards. Daniel Jones with the tush-push run to give Indy a 7-0 lead. And then another 3 and out for the Steelers offense. A lot of failure to launch for the Steelers offense. The Colts muffed a punt that set Pittsburgh up in the Indy red zone, unable to take advantage as they got stuffed on a 4th down. Not a lot going the Steelers' way until they get a little help from the defense. A TJ Watt strip sack sets Pittsburgh up to go 12 plays, 56 yards. Jaylen Warren with his first touchdown run of the season.
Nobody has more yards from scrimmage without a rushing touchdown than Jaylen Warren. He'll get an opportunity here off the left side, lowers the shoulder, and he is in for the Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown.
We've been waiting for that for the Steelers defense to set up the offense with some splash. They did. The Steelers took advantage, and then the defense went and did it again. Peyton Wilson interception down into near the red zone. A 12-yard touchdown pass from Aaron Rodgers to Pat Freiermuth.
Snap to Rodgers. Back looking to the right for Freiermuth. Touchdown! Pittsburgh Steelers! A strike from Rodgers to Freiermuth, and the Steelers have taken the lead.
And just like that, in the span of less than 2 minutes, the Steelers went from looking like they were about to go down to multiple possessions to Indianapolis to a 14-7 lead. Chris Boswell would add points there at the end of the first half as well, too. 12-play, 75-yard drive by the Steelers. Chris Boswell true from 25 yards out as the first half clock hit 0. And that's how the Steelers lead 17-7. After 30 minutes. When we return on the other side, we'll take a look at the NFL scoreboard. You are listening to the UPMC Halftime Report on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
During the Jeep Drive into Fall event, well-qualified current FCA lessees get an ultra-low mileage lease on the 2025 Grand Cherokee Laredo X 4x4 for $389 a month for 24 months for $3,249 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. Call 1-888-8925-Jeep for details. Requires dealer contribution and lease through Stellantis Financial. Current vehicle must be registered to consumer at least 30 days prior to lease to qualify. Extra charge for miles over 15,000. Not all customers will qualify. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery from dealer stock by 11/3. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Enjoy awesome deals Monday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. 2 awesome hours. 5 awesome favorites at discount prices, including our soup, salad, bread, nacho, and dessert bar for only $9.99. $10.99 whitefish, $11.99 soft chicken, and sirloin tips and more. And for our lunch diners, we also have another awesome deal. Get our soup, salad, nacho, bread, and dessert bar for just $9.99. Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Dining only. No other discounts apply.
Horses Steak and Sea House. Horses is hospitality.
Yo, it's Mark Madden. If you're shopping for a new TV or appliance, Voss TV and Appliance is the only store for you. Voss is a locally owned family business with the buying power of a big box store. Visit my guys Rick or Matt at Voss TV and Appliance and get up to a $3,000 mail-in rebate on Cafe brand appliances. Voss TV and Appliance, serving Pittsburgh more than 6 decades with the lowest prices in town, guaranteed. Visit Voss TV and Appliance at VossTV.com or call 412-650-VOSS.
Hi, this is Bill Hillgrove. Life moves fast, but planning ahead doesn't have to be complicated.
Exactly, Bill. That's why NSS Life offers affordable life insurance and reliable annuities you can count on.
It's the peace of mind you've been looking for.
Because you're not just planning for tomorrow, you're building a future that lasts a lifetime.
NSS Life. Secure today, confident tomorrow.
NSS Life, where family matters.
Listen after the game for the Mike Tomlin press conference on DVE.
We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
We'll talk about this game starting tomorrow with the DVE Morning Show. Then, all week we get you ready for the next game on your radio home of the Steelers, WDVE Pittsburgh.
Back at Acrisure Stadium at the half where the Steelers lead the Colts 17-7, and your Super Bowl 40 champion Steelers are being honored here at halftime. You hear the crowd pop there for Casey Hampton and Brett Kiesel. Going to get loud here in just a minute when they introduce Ben Roethlisberger and Jerome Bettis. Let's take a look at the NFL scoreboard. It's brought to you by Number One Cochran, the preferred auto group of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Rest of the league looking like this. Cincinnati up 20-17 over Chicago at the half. Detroit trailing Minnesota at home. The Vikings have a 17-14 lead. Carolina up 7-6 at Lambeau against the Packers as the third quarter gets going in that one. Houston at home against Denver. They've got a 9-7 lead at the half. New England leads the Falcons 21-14 at the half. San Francisco jumping on the Giants 17-7. That one early in the third quarter as our own Max Starks getting some roses here from the crowd. Of course, also in the AFC North, Baltimore defeated Miami 28-6. That was on Thursday night. We'll break down your first half stats when we return on the other side. You're listening to the UPMC Halftime Report on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
The black and gold faithful always travel well to see the team on the road, and now Caliente and DVE give you a chance to become a road warrior. We're teaming up to send 2 lucky fans to watch the black and gold take on Detroit on December 21st in the Motor City. The winner receives tickets, airfare, and hotel stay for 2, plus a Caliente gift card. From Caliente, 7-time World Pizza Champions, and now the official pizza of WDVE. Deadline to enter is November 30th. Register at any Caliente location or at dve.com.
I do pretty much everything on my phone. Shopping, socializing, even banking, which is why I love my Northwest Bank app. It features things like spending alerts to help keep my online purchases in check, security features to lock my debit card if it ever goes missing. Hey, it happens. And my favorite, early pay, which lets me get paid up to 2 days early. Yep, no more waiting till Friday to get paid for me.
For checking with all the digital tools you want, go to northwest.com. Member FDIC. Northwest Bank. For what's next.
Hi, Western Pennsylvania. This is Edgar Snyder. I want to thank you for over 40 years of trusting my law firm. During those years, we've helped thousands of people just like you, our neighbors. We're here for you. We're here for our community. We're here for our region. If you've been seriously hurt in an accident, you need to talk to a lawyer, even if it's not us. If you do call us, know that you'll have the firm with over 40 years of experience fighting to get the money you deserve. And of course, there's never a fee unless we get money for you.
When it comes to your roof, trust matters. This is Brian Murphy, and I own Easy Home Exteriors. I'm not a national chain. I'm not backed by private equity. I'm your neighbor, and this is my business. Roofing is where we shine, so if you've been thinking about replacing your roof, let's talk. I use quality materials, do the job right, and never cut corners. You won't pay for big overhead or pushy salespeople. Just honest, affordable work from a local guy who cares. No gimmicks, no games, just roofing done right. Call 412-678-7008 or visit easydidit.com.
Your radio home for Steelers football is DVE.
Steelers lead the Colts 17-7. It's halftime here at Acrisure Stadium. Let's break down some first half stats. They're brought to you by Schneider Downs. Discover the value of big thinking with a personal focus at schneiderdowns.com. Aaron Rodgers, 14 of 22, 108 yards, and the touchdown pass to Pat Freiermuth. Not a ton going for the Steelers on the ground. 7 carries for 19 yards for Jaylen Warren, 2 for 8 yards for Kenneth Gainwell. Jaylen Warren, though, with the touchdown run. That was his first touchdown run of the season. Calvin Austin, 3 receptions for 34 yards. Pat Freiermuth, 3 for 27, and that touchdown as well. Daniel Jones, 11 of 20, 114 yards, and the interception to Peyton Wilson. Steelers doing a good job once again for the second straight week. A talented running back here at Acrisure Stadium. Jonathan Taylor, 8 carries for just 23 yards, a 2.9 average there in the first half. More of that in the final 30 minutes from this Steelers defense. At one point in this game, the Colts had 10 first downs. The Steelers had 0. Pittsburgh now has 11. The Colts are still at 10. Indianapolis, 3 for 7 on their third down conversions. The Steelers, 4 of 8. Indy, 138 yards in that first half, 128 for your Pittsburgh Steelers. Thanks to Caliente Pizza and Draft House for feeding our crew today back at studio headquarters. Caliente Pizza and Draft House, the pizza of champions. I'm Wes Schuler, and you've been listening to the UPMC Halftime Report. UPMC, the official healthcare provider and health plan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll have the second half kickoff right after this. You're listening to the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Sometimes the biggest business challenges are the ones you don't even know you have. Schneider Downs helps clients solve those challenges. Tax and accounting, digital consulting and cybersecurity, risk management and advisory. Learn about big thinking with a personal focus at schneiderdowns.com.
Steelers fans expect a certain standard. That's true of the food they share on game day, too, which is why Giant Eagle is always part of the game plan. With fresh, high-quality food and everyday savings, it's easy to tailgate like a pro or feed the ravenous fans at home. For long touchdown runs and effortless grocery runs, Giant Eagle is here. Giant Eagle, official supermarket of the Pittsburgh Steelers. At Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank, our table has no end. Every seat filled means another neighbor nourished. But this table needs you. Donate, volunteer, advocate, because the power of you keeps the table growing. Activate your power today at PittsburghFoodBank.org.
The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network proudly presents Steelers Football 2025. Brought to you in part by 84 Lumber, a dynasty partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By Pella Windows, viewed to be the best. By Clearview Federal Credit Union. For every touchdown the black and gold score in 2025, Clearview Federal Credit Union will donate $500 to the Light of Life mission. Clearview, your financial partner for a better life. Visit clearviewfcu.org. By Iron Workers Local Union Number 3. We don't go to the office, we build it. By Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. By Henny Jewelers. Pittsburgh's choice jewelry store for engagement rings, luxury jewelry, and watches. By Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of Steelers Nation. By South Hills Kia. South Hills Kia has the ride and a price you'll love. By CGR Wholesale Roofing and Siding Supply Center, where the average Joe can buy like a pro. By Iron Workers Local Union Number 3. We don't go to the office, we build it. And by First National Bank. Can your bank do that? Welcome to FNB. Let's get started. Member FDIC.
And we're ready to get started. Steelers up 17-7. The Colts will receive the first half kickoff. Today's second half preview is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Lottery. Play to win with the Pennsylvania Lottery. Visit PALottery.com or download the app today. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. We'll get down to Missy Matthews in just a moment. Recall again, the Steelers won the toss, elected to receive. That is something the Colts have been doing all season long. Winning the toss and getting the ball first. They'll get it to begin the second half. The kickoff is taken by Doolin at the goal line. Angles out to the right, trying to get outside. Not going to get there. Wrapped up and taken down. And that is Lou Nichols out on the field, called up for this game. The Steelers have had a bunch of injuries. For the second half preview, let's go downstairs to Missy Matthews. Missy?
Well, guys, Coach Tomlin said it's as simple as taking it one snap at a time. If you look at the first half on paper, you're probably thinking, how is this the score? But what's working on defense, according to him, is they're making the Colts being able to earn it, making it harder for them to find the own zone, and hopefully maybe we can get another takeaway. Rob, they come in bunches, right?
It would be nice to see. That has been a big factor, obviously, for the Steelers' early lead. Jones back to pass, throws out to the left flat. It is complete to Pierce. He is slung down by Slay. Slay, of course, suffering a finger injury earlier, has two fingers taped together now, kind of examines that right hand as he jogs back to the defensive huddle. But the Colts now, Max going a little bit hurry up here as they pick up 8 on first down. So it's a 2nd and 2, the ball at the 34-yard line. Jones gets a snap, will give to Taylor. Taylor moving left and trying to surge forward, going to be stopped short of a first down. Picked up just about a half a yard or so. Nice job there by Keanu Benton at the bottom of that pile. Welcome back, Max, from your halftime celebration with your Super Bowl 40 chums.
Yeah, you know, champions like to get together once in a while, so we decided to make this the day, and it was fun getting down there, but ready to get back into this action in the second half.
3rd and a long one. Taylor is to the left of Jones, 3 receivers split to the right. Tight end to the left side of the formation. Steelers showing pressure. The handoff to Taylor, trying to squeeze through a hole in the right side, and he is going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Once again, Keanu Benton got there first and held the line. Now, keep in mind, the Colts will go for it a lot. They went for it 3 times, including a fake punt in the first half, and they're lined up to go for it again here.
Yeah, looking for it in a more traditional way. Bring in an extra tight end. You wonder if you'll see the quarterback sneak here. Last time they tried a little influence zone reverse out, but this looks like a more traditional formation for the Colts.
4th and 1, ball at the 35-yard line. Jones under center as if to try a quarterback sneak. Going hard count here. Steelers not budging. Now they get the snap, and Jones will surge forward and pick up a couple and pick up the first down for the Colts. Boy, Shane Steichen not afraid, deep in his own territory, to go for it.
And that's just a great job of a surge at the center point. You had a guy off the center because it's a regular formation. You didn't get that double A-gap 6-2 defensive structure like you normally would in a short yardage and goal line situation. So there was a gap in the A-gap, and Daniel Jones, after the hard count, found the spot and went after it.
So the Colts now 4 for 4 on 4th down in this game. That has quieted the crowd a little bit as we get to 12:35 and counting here remaining in this third quarter. Jones in the pistol formation, has Taylor behind him. Gets a snap, play action pass, back, pressure, down he goes. Alex Highsmith comes up with a sack back inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that was a beautiful little twist done on the inside, and we call it an ET out of the 4-2. He wraps underneath. Great job of Cam Hayward just blowing up the field, and Alex Highsmith beating Bernard Ryman on that play for the sack.
A loss of 10 all the way back to the 27-yard line.
He didn't even get his feet back on that 7-step drop, it felt like.
No, 2nd and 20. Highsmith got there in a hurry. Now Taylor to the right of Jones in the shotgun. H-backs to each way. Receivers split to each side. Play action pass. Jones back, looking, steps up, now rolling out to the right, being pursued by Y.A. Black, gets to the sideline, and is bumped there by Joey Porter Jr. out of bounds. Looked like he might have lost a yard. No, so I thought maybe Joey Porter Jr. get a sack there. But
I was hoping for
instead, they mark him right at the line of scrimmage. So no sack. It'll be 3rd and 20.
Yeah, and Daniel Jones not trying to really get out of bounds. So most quarterbacks trying to avoid that contact, try and get out of bounds. Daniel Jones right on the line and tried to meet Joey Porter Jr. He splashes him out of bounds.
Empty set here. Tight end to the right. 4 receivers to the left. Crowd up. Towels being swirled overhead. Jones gets a snap. Back to pass. Looking, steps up in the pocket, throws, and to the left, it is complete to Pittman. And Pittman is going to be stopped short of the 40-yard line, so it's going to be 4th and long. And for Pittman, that is just his 2nd reception of the game. Came in as the leading receiver for the Colts.
Man, he just got a little bit past the original line of scrimmage when this down started on 1st down for them. So picking up about 10.5, 11 yards on that. And I think we'll see a more traditional punt here because it's 4th and long.
Yeah, instead of going for it, you mean?
Like they've done so far this year. Seems like everyone but like one other one.
Rigoberto Sanchez gets a snap, boots it away. Keyshawn Williams, a high spiraling kick, retreats all the way to his 5, gets the ball, tries to head out to the left, heads up the left sideline, gets close to the 20-yard line before he's bumped out of bounds. A hammered 57-yard punt by Rigoberto Sanchez, 15-yard return for Keyshawn Williams. 10-17 remains in the third quarter from Acrisure Stadium. Steelers football continues with a score. The Steelers 17, the Colts 7.
For the last 48 years, Ford F-Series have been America's go-to trucks for moving mountains and also trailers, wood piles, and snow drifts. Work days and weekends, from the job site to the campsite. These trucks never stop working, just like you. That's what makes them America's best-selling trucks for 48 years. Ford F-150, official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers and Pittsburgh's best-selling trucks.
As the largest and most experienced program in the region, UPMC Sports Medicine knows that injuries can happen to anyone, whether you're a weekend athlete, a rising star, or even a seasoned pro. That's why we offer a complete range of services and experts to help treat and prevent sports-related injuries to get you back in the game. To make an appointment, visit upmcsportsmedicine.com. UPMC is the official healthcare provider of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Planting a tree? Putting in a new sprinkler system? Digging a trench? No matter the project, if it involves digging, Pennsylvania 811 wants to remind you to call 811 before you dig. It's the law and it ensures your safety by steering you clear of underground lines and cables you can't see running right beneath you. Remember, every dig counts. Don't let what's buried beneath the ground surprise you. Find out more at pa1call.org. pa1call.org. Stay safe. Call 811 before you start digging.
I do pretty much everything on my phone. Shopping, socializing, even banking, which is why I love my Northwest Bank app. It features things like spending alerts to help keep my online purchases in check, security features to lock my debit card if it ever goes missing. Hey, it happens. And my favorite, early pay, which lets me get paid up to 2 days early. Yep, no more waiting till Friday to get paid for me.
For checking with all the digital tools you want, go to northwest.com. Member FDIC. Northwest Bank for what's next.
Steelers football happens here. The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
10:17 remaining in the third quarter. Already a much better start. Remember last week, Sunday night after the loss, it felt like a blowout loss? Well, the Steelers had a lead at halftime, got the ball first, and then stalled. Now, this time they've got a lead at halftime. They kick it off. It's the Colts who stall, so already a better feel to the second half than on Sunday night against the Packers.
A little hoodoo voodoo there. See what you did there. But we got one more point that we did last week, so it's 17-7 versus 16-7. Maybe that's another good omen as well.
Oh, boy, you'd love to see the Steelers add to the lead here as they come out in the shotgun formation. To the left of Rodgers is Warren, and Warren will get the ball on the delay, tries to bounce it out to the left, and slithers through a little hole and picks up a couple, maybe 3 yards out to the 23-yard line.
And this was one, it kind of got stymied, and he kind of crawled underneath Isaac Seumalo and Broderick Jones to kind of commando crawl through for a 2-yard gain.
I got to be honest, he completely disappeared from view from where we're standing.
Well, and it's at the far side of the field, and he's not that tall. Yep. So it makes it a little tough.
But give him 3 out to the 23-yard line, so a 2nd and 7. In motion goes Washington right to left, will settle in an H-back position to that side of the formation. 2 receivers to each side as Rodgers gets the snap. Fakes the pitch, back to pass, throws left, has Washington, and he hauls it in at the 35-yard line. Hit hard by Nick Cross, but hung on, and it's a first down for the Steelers.
It is amazing how Darnell will make some of the tougher catches. That one right there, he's coming right out the break. Ball's put right on him. He's in the middle of 3 different Colt defenders and is able to haul that one in so easily. Great job there by the big man, and a new set of downs. Once again, these first downs are now coming more frequently for the Steelers offense. It seems to have found a groove.
Colts had the first 10 of the game. First 10 first downs were all Colts. The last 12 have all been Pittsburgh Steelers as Rodgers gets a snap. Back to pass. Looking left. Throws underneath. Guess who? It's Darnell Washington again out to the 41-yard line. A pickup of 6 yards on first down.
Good solid play there. Once again, Darnell now in a groove. He went 0 for 2 down in the red zone earlier in this game, the first quarter, right? Now the back-to-back catches for Darnell Washington. And once again, multiple bodies have to take him down.
He is a large man, and give him 7 yards out to the 42-yard line, so a 2nd and 3 from there. Remaining in the game is Warren to the left of Rodgers in the shotgun. Motion man behind the formation, left to right is Austin. The snap and the handoff to Warren, trying to bounce it outside, and he is tracked down by Grover Stewart for no gain in the play, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 3.
And Grover Stewart kind of jumped that snap count over the inside and kind of stymied Zach Frazier right at the point, and then disembarked himself. Grover Stewart on the season, 27 tackles before this.
Steelers moving quickly in the shotgun. 3 receivers split to the left, and the handoff to Warren off the left side, and Warren is going to be stopped short of the first down. In fact, might have only picked up a foot or so on that 3rd down play, so Steelers maybe thought they could catch the Colts napping, and instead will punt it away here.
And that's just tough right there in that moment that you run that type of play. I would love to have seen another pass in that moment. You had everything available to you. And, the interior of this Colts defensive line really good with DeForest Buckner and Grover Stewart doing a really good job, really holding the inside. Most of the hay's been made on the outside.
Waitman gets a snap. Here's the left-footed boot, and it's a short, high kick going to be taken by Downs at the 19-yard line. And so, again, that is just a 38-yard punt. There is no return. And 7:03 remains in the third quarter from Acrisure Stadium. Steelers football continues with the score. The Steelers 17 and the Colts 7.
Ford F-Series, a name you'll remember. They're the best-selling trucks in America and the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers, capable of towing, hauling, and being the MVP of your game day tailgate. They're here to help you score big. Go to neighborhoodfordstore.com and enter for a chance to win an F-150. You might just become the talk of Steelers Nation. F-Series, the best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh.
For an extraordinary advantage in sports, you need a game plan. For an extraordinary advantage everywhere else, all you need is Acrisure. With a high-tech human approach to insurance, cybersecurity, and more, Acrisure helps you take care of what you care about. That makes winning easy. See what Acrissure's extraordinary advantage can do for you at Acrisure.com.
At FNB, we rewrote the rules of banking and made getting everything you need a whole lot easier. Experience the one-of-a-kind eStore Common app from FNB. Checking, savings, loans, credit cards. One application done in minutes. Just one common app for more than 40 business and consumer products. Can your bank do that? Didn't think so. Welcome to FNB. Let's get started at fnb-online.com. Loan subject to credit approval. FNB member FDIC.
Planting a tree? Putting in a new sprinkler system? Digging a trench? No matter the project, if it involves digging, Pennsylvania 811 wants to remind you to call 811 before you dig. It's the law and it ensures your safety by steering you clear of underground lines and cables you can't see running right beneath you. Remember, every dig counts. Don't let what's buried beneath the ground surprise you. Find out more at pa1call.org. pa1call.org. Stay safe. Call 811 before you start digging.
We bleed black and gold. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network. We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
We'll talk about this game starting tomorrow with the DVE Morning Show. Then, all week we get you ready for the next game on your radio home of the Steelers, WDVE, Pittsburgh.
Well, 7 minutes and 57 seconds have elapsed here in this second half, and we're right back where we started with the Colts getting the ball after the teams exchange punts. Colts have the ball at their own 20-yard line. Steelers leading 17-7. Jones in the shotgun has Taylor to his right. It's a snap, back to pass, looking left, fires in that direction. It's complete, and Pittman makes the catch and then spins toward the middle of the field, very close to that out-of-bounds mark, but they said he did not step out of bounds, and he picks up 8 yards.
A little spin pirouette on the out route. Peyton Wilson thought he had him, kind of slipped a little bit on the spin, and then Slay and Cam Hayward in tow to take him down short of the first down marker.
So an 8-yard pickup when it looked like it might only be 2 or 3 yards, so they break the huddle, does Jones under center with a tightly bunched threesome to the right, and Taylor, the lone setback behind him. There is a receiver split to the left. That's Downs. Here's the snap to give to Taylor. Taylor hesitates, cuts to the left, is going to be hit there by Malik Harrison, but he's going to surge forward to the 33 to pick up an first down here for the Colts, their first down of the second half.
I'm not saying it, but you know, this is one of those tough situations. You got to be able to limit them on first down and give yourself an opportunity. Steelers defense has been really good right now defending the rush, but you got to defend that exterior area of the field outside the numbers. The tackling in the perimeter is better, but still needs more improvement.
Jones under center will give to Taylor off the right side. Taylor finds a crevice and now scoots out to the 40-yard line, so a pickup of 7. Really well blocked there. A lot of room for Taylor off that right side.
This is a really good offensive line, and they get a good job. Mo Alley Cox, I felt like, got a hold on T.J. Watt, kind of bear hugged him on the outside, but because of the cut up on the inside, it did not affect the run play. But that's another thing to watch is how they're blocking when they do run towards T.J. Watt. You know, not exactly the most legal of plays. I mean, I would have got called as offensive lineman on that one as a hold.
2nd and 3. Strength to the left of the formation for Jones. He has Taylor as a lone setback. Gets a snap and will give to Taylor. Stutter step, and he is hit in the backfield by T.J. Watt. and Watt gets some help from Kyle Duggar. Our first real look at Duggar, who is a very authoritative run stopper.
He puts the strong in strong safety, and he absolutely just gave Taylor a whack right in the hip. But this is what happens when TJ Watt doesn't get bear hugged or triple teamed. He makes these type of plays. So funny how that works, right?
3rd and 3, Steelers looking to make another play here. The Colts are just 3 of 9 on 3rd down. Jones in the shotgun. Sends Warren out to the right, now brings him back to the left. Gets the snap, back to pass. Looking, steps up in the pocket, throws it, and is knocked away on a crossing pattern intended for Pittman, and it's Eccles in Steelers territory who bats it away, and the Colts offense remains out on the field on a 4th and 3.
This is a bold move, Cotton. Want to see how that works out. I feel like this is dodgeball all over again. 4th and 3. Well, you know the run up the middle could be a possibility, but I imagine they're going to spread it out a little bit and see what they can get. Shotgun, so I'm expecting pass here.
Steelers hustling some corners out on the field, and now the Steelers are going to call a defensive timeout with the crowd roaring, towels swirling. They want a timeout. And the first to use here, and again, obviously a potentially extremely important moment of the game. If you can come up with a stop here, it would really tip the balance in favor of the Steelers.
Yeah, stop the 4th down bleeding, and you give the ball in positive field position here. I mean, I get when you're in that 40 to 40 zone, they talk about in the analytics and everything how this is a high probability 4th down conversion zone. It's just if you had kicked a punt off the side of your foot and didn't get a great punt, still room to defend, but high risk, high reward here going here for the Colts. Let's see what they do. They came up with split backs that last offensive formation. Let's see if they line up in the same thing again. They do.
4 for 4 on 3rd down. Taylor to the left of Jones, and Josh Downs to his right. Now Taylor will sprint out in motion to the left. Now we'll wander back next to Jones. 8 on the play clock. Jones gets the snap. Back to pass. Looking, pumps. Wants to come back to the left. Throws. Has a man open. It's Pittman. And Pittman in Steelers territory, weaving to the right and getting down to the 45-yard line before Jalen Ramsey can make the stop. So Jones able to come back. Enough time to come back to his second receiver there.
Yeah, he looked it off to the right. Tyler Warren was kind of in the middle of the field. A little bit of attention went to him, and Pittman, sitting in that left slot, just runs a little curl past the sticks. And Daniel Jones able to find him, pass rush, not able to get there in time.
Under 4 minutes remaining here in this 3rd quarter. The ball is marked at the 44-yard line of the Steelers on the left hash. Jones is under center. Pitches to Taylor. Taylor off the right side, cuts back to the left, finds a crevice, and sprints forward down to the 35-yard line. So he pick up a 9 on 1st down for Taylor.
And for Jonathan Taylor, you know, right now that looks to be his longest rush of the game. Previous was 7 before that rush. So Steelers defense doing a good job, but they have to make sure they don't have any cracks here and allow Jonathan Taylor to take over in the second half.
Shotgun formation, Taylor to the right of Jones. And again, we're going to go for it on 4th down, even on 2nd down. Everything available to call on the play. And this one's batted away, and it's picked off. Holy mackerel! Peyton Wilson knocked it away, and Sawyer on the other end of the field rushing in, caught it for another turnover for the Steelers. 2nd interception of Jones in the game, and a 4th turnover by the Steelers.
Magical number 4, Super Bowl 40. Why not? Why not pull in all the 4s on that one? What a beautiful play by Peyton Wilson. Heads-up play by Jack Sawyer. The ball almost hit him in the breadbasket. He looked up, ball was in his hands. All he could do was clutch it in that moment.
3:09 remains in the 3rd quarter after a 4th turnover forced by the Steelers. They'll have the ball in excellent field position with a score. The Steelers 17, the Colts 7. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
DVE and Caliente Pizza and Draft House are teaming up to send 2 lucky fans to watch the Black and Gold take on Detroit on December 21st in the Motor City. The winner receives tickets, airfare, and hotel stay for 2, plus a Caliente gift card. Register today at DVE.com.
Join former Steelers greats Mike Logan and Roosevelt Nix for the second annual WDBE Youth Flag Football Clinics at North Strabane Park on Saturday, November 8th from 12 to 2 p.m. Registration for your school-age child is free, and each child receives a free jersey and Millie's ice cream and hot cocoa. Go to eventbrite.com and search Flag Football to sign up today. Youth Flag Football Clinics are brought to you by U.S. Steel, S&T Bank, Millie's Truck Pittsburgh, Washington and Jefferson College, and South Hills Auto.
Hey Pittsburgh, this is Will Howard with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know what teamwork and a winning tradition are all about, and so does the team at Calusi Chevrolet. Having been in business for over 107 years, they know what it takes to keep customers coming back year after year. Things like great pricing, great selection, and great service after the sale. So take it from me, Will Howard. There's never been a better time to buy or better dealer to buy from. Calusi Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
It's Max Starks for my friends at Clearview Federal Credit Union. Clearview is here to help you reach your financial goals and support our community every step of the way. This season, they're giving back through Touchdowns for Hope, donating $500 to Light of Life Rescue Mission for every Pittsburgh touchdown. That's just one way Clearview shows up for those who need it most. Visit clearviewfcu.org/touchdown to learn more and open an account today. That's clearviewfcu.org/touchdown.
At Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank, our table has no end. Every seat filled means another neighbor nourished. But this table needs you. Donate, volunteer, advocate, because the power of you keeps the table growing. Activate your power today at pittsburghfoodbank.org.
Randy Bauman Mornings and Steelers Football, DVE.
The Steelers will have the ball at their own 44-yard line. The Colts were driving, but the batted pass by Peyton Wilson, who's had a phenomenal game, and the interception on the other end. Jax Redis looked up, and the ball was right in his lap, and he caught it, hung on, and now the Steelers break the huddle with the ball on the left hash, own 44-yard line, 3:09 remaining in the third. Steelers up 17-7. Caleb Johnson is in at the running back position. Rodgers under center, taps both sides of the helmet, now gets a snap, will pitch to Johnson off the right side. Johnson looking for a hole off right tackle and will stretch forward for a short gain. Out to about the 47, give him 2 yards, maybe 3.
Yeah, first carry for Caleb Johnson in a number of weeks here for him. Solid, good running on that first kind of toss outside zone play for Johnson, who's getting some extended time now, still in the huddle.
So give him 3 out to the 47-yard line. 2:40 and counting here remaining in the third quarter. Spencer Anderson is checked in. He and Darnell Washington are lined up to the right of this formation. Rodgers under center, fakes the pitch to the right, comes back, and will throw it to Darnell Washington. Makes the grab, upended by Nick Cross, but into Colts territory up the right sideline and down at the 41. And a first down for the Steelers.
Hey, didn't have success early, but now you see Aaron and the big man getting some good connection here. Mount Washington kind of got toppled a little bit, but that's the only way you're going to take him down. You have to go for his legs. If not, you try to tackle him up top, it's going to be a bulldozer going over you.
11-yard pickup, under 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Caleb Johnson still in the game, the ball at the 41-yard line of the Colts. Rodgers under center. Rodgers now tilts his head to the left, wants the motion man, and that is Austin. And a fake pitch again. Rodgers back to pass. Will throw out to the right flat to Caleb Johnson. Scoots up the right sideline and gets inside the 35-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds. Down close to the 32, just about a half yard short of a first down.
And guess what? Clock's still churning, Kinger. Because once again, how do you slow down this Colts offense? You chew up clock and you keep them on the sidelines. So a good play by Caleb Johnson not to jump out of bounds, but try and stay inbounds, even though it would have been easy to just jump outside.
Keyshawn Williams is checked into the game, splitting out far to the left. Johnson remains in the game, left of Rodgers in the shotgun. Austin motions right to left across the formation. Here's the snap, the throw out to Calvin Austin. Calvin turns the corner up the left sideline and gets down close to the 15-yard line for another first down before he's knocked out of bounds. And the Steelers are now entering the Heinz red zone. During Steelers season, it has to be Heinz.
Steelers are cooking right now, and a great job of Aaron. You had your last play out to the right, now swing it back around to the left. Calvin Austin who is tremendously fast, and you give him a little bit of space, he can make you pay. And on a 2nd and short, he turned it long.
Yeah, really well-designed play. Did a little clear out there, and he beat his defender to the edge and picks up 18 yards down to the 14-yard line. 25 seconds and counting here, remaining in the third quarter. Rodgers gets a snap, wants to throw, throws to the left, and it's Darnell Washington on the slant, makes the grab, stretches for the end zone, but comes up a yard short. It's another first down for the Steelers.
Mount Washington doing his rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, and extends for another 2 yards from where he got tackled because he's just that tall. Amazing job by number 80.
Time to make the switch to the fourth quarter, brought to you by Northwest Bank. Explore checking that lets you get paid up to 2 days early. Northwest Bank for what's next. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. With a score, the Steelers 17, the Colts 7. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
I do pretty much everything on my phone. Shopping, socializing, even banking, which is why I love my Northwest Bank app. It features things like spending alerts to help keep my online purchases in check, security features to lock my debit card if it ever goes missing. Hey, it happens. And my favorite, early pay, which lets me get paid up to 2 days early. Yep, no more waiting till Friday to get paid for me.
For checking with all the digital tools you want, go to northwest.com. Member FDIC. Northwest Bank for what's next.
In Pittsburgh, toughness isn't just on the field, it's in our DNA. At U.S. Steel, we've been making American-made steel for nearly 125 years. Strong, resilient, and built to perform under pressure. From stadiums and skyscrapers to the cars and appliances you count on every day, our steel powers progress. Proudly forged in the heart of steel country, U.S. Steel is built for what's next because in Pittsburgh, we know what it takes to win. U.S. Steel, American-made, Pittsburgh proud.
At Washington and Jefferson College, we don't just equip you for what's next. We empower you to adapt and thrive. At W&J, bold academics meet professors who coach you to succeed. Real-world experience is built into every major. So when you graduate, you're not just ready, you're game ready. Schedule your campus visit today at washjeff.edu. That's washjeff.edu and see where your journey begins. Washington and Jefferson College, where you learn to adapt to any challenge and thrive in the ever-changing world.
Football is all about protection. Protect the ball, the QB, the lead. With Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace, you can protect yourself with high-quality health coverage, so you're not blindsided by medical bills. It's open enrollment time for all Pennsylvanians to apply, shop, and enroll at penny.com. That's PENNIE.com. Deadline is December 15th. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Steelers football happens here. The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
The start of the fourth quarter is brought to you by Hyde Park. Thank you, Pittsburgh, for voting Hyde Park the best steak in the city. So first play of the fourth quarter, the ball after that completion to Darnell Washington is marked just inside the 2-yard line, right about the 1.5. Jalen Warren is checked back in. Keep in mind, Warren had 373 rushing yards coming into this game without a rush touchdown. By far the most yards among any player with that many yards rushing who did not have a touchdown. He has one in the game and now lined up behind Aaron Rodgers as a lone setback. Rodgers motions Washington and gives the ball to Warren. Warren stretching forward, but is going to be hit in the backfield and stopped for no gain in the play.
One of the few times you see that Jalen Warren does not lead, and it was interesting. Looked like there was pressure on the edge from Kwity Paye on Troy Fautanu that kind of leg swiped the legs of Jalen Warren, not allowing him to get past the line of scrimmage.
Might have lost half a yard. And again, keep in mind the Steelers had the ball deep in this portion of the field in the first quarter and could not score. 1-4 on fourth down and fail. Now Rodgers under center. Gets a snap, will pitch to Warren to the left. Warren has some room, and Warren races into the end zone for the Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown.
Ooh, it's a snowball effect. I know there's none in the forecast, but right now, the Steelers are cooking right now on this game. 23 points to the opening drive touchdown of the Colts. The Colts have been blank, so it's been 23. Chris Boswell, we'll call it 24. Let's just go ahead and call it that.
Easy.
24 unanswered points by the Steelers so far in this ball game.
And Boswell on to try the extra point now, anointed already. 7-play, 56-yard drive. Took 3:53. Here's the extra point. That extra point is up.
Told you.
That extra point is good. And the Steelers lead by the score.
The Wizard of Boz.
Of 24-7. The Steelers have just scored from the Heinz red zone during Steelers season. It has to be Heinz. And now we have a whistle here. Hang on a second.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
Looks like they're pointing back in the Steelers' direction.
Oh, great.
Nope, it's against.
There we go.
Well, it's against the Colts. Now here's the question: do you take it at the 1-yard line and go for 2 here? Let's get the call from Craig Rolstad.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 91. Pittsburgh has chosen to enforce that penalty on the kickoff. The extra point is good.
Okay, so as we mentioned, the Steelers have just scored from the Heinz red zone during Steelers season. It has to be Heinz. 14-16 remains fourth quarter from Acrisure Stadium. Steelers football continues with a score. The Steelers 24, the Colts 7.
Ford F-Series, a name you'll remember. They're the best-selling trucks in America and the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Capable of towing, hauling, and being the MVP of your game day tailgate. They're here to help you score big. Go to neighborhoodfordstore.com and enter for a chance to win an F-150. You might just become the talk of Steelers Nation. F-Series, the best-selling trucks in Pittsburgh.
This year's senior class is back at homecoming, reunited and protected with mNEXSpike, the new COVID-19 vaccine from Moderna for adults 65 and older. That's because these seniors know they face the highest risk of severe COVID. mNEXSpike, COVID-19 vaccine mRNA, is a COVID-19 vaccine for people 65 and older and for 12 to 64-year-olds at high risk for severe COVID. You shouldn't get mNEXSpike if you've had an allergic reaction to a previous Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. Rare cases of inflammation of the heart muscle and outer lining have been reported. Common side effects include pain at the injection site, tiredness, headache, muscle or joint pain, chills, nausea, vomiting, and underarm swelling or soreness. mNEXSpike may not protect everyone. This year's senior class came ready with a COVID-19 vaccine that helps them keep showing up. mNEXSpike from Moderna, here for the senior class. Visit mnexspike.com to schedule your vaccine today. That's mnexspike.com.
It's Max Starks for my friends at Clearview Federal Credit Union. Clearview is here to help you reach your financial goals and support our community every step of the way. This season, they're giving back through Touchdowns for Hope, donating $500 to Light of Life Rescue Mission for every Pittsburgh touchdown. That's just one way Clearview shows up for those who need it most. Visit clearviewfcu.org/touchdown to learn more and open an account today. That's clearviewfcu.org/touchdown.
Your home for the Steelers. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Finishing up Renegade here at Acrisure Stadium. Steelers now with a 24-7 lead. Jalen Warren with another rushing touchdown. But let's talk some defense, guys, with Renegade blaring 5-star. That's what TJ Watt and the rest of the defense nicknamed rookie Jack Sawyer during training camp. Said he was a 5-star recruit, but they expected big things from the rookie, and they sure got it. Peyton Wilson popping that pass up. Jack Sawyer coming down with the touchdown. As soon as he came over to the bench, I heard a lot of 5-star going on. A lot of compliments for the young guy.
Yeah, that's good stuff. And 4 turnovers against the Colts team that had only turned it over 4 times all year.
And we have forced them to double their average.
And now the kick by Chris Boswell, and he angles it and kicks it out of bounds.
On the kicking team. By rule, the ball we placed 25 yards from the kickoff spot at the 25-yard line. First down.
That's
smart.
That's
is a smart. Danny Smith, though, we saw him at a dinner one night, and he was explaining a rule. We're like, really? He knew some weird rule.
Special teams facts.
So, and that's a really good. That was the example he was bringing up to us. Just this one. So you get the penalty, but how does that really reward you? Because the return guys, the coverage guys aren't any closer to where the ball is. So smart play. They'll take it at the 25-yard line. Doing in motion around the formation. Jones back to pass, and Keanu Benton with a sack. back inside the 20-yard line, and the fist pump as this crowd is roaring in Acrisure.
That is what we call avalanche. Keanu Benton bursting up the middle and just almost unabated, it felt like. I don't know where that was, but all I saw was Matt Gonzalez, just holding on with the back hand as Daniel Jones goes to the ground. Great job by Keanu Benton.
New career high in sacks for Keanu Benton with 3.5 on the season. Jones back to pass, looking, throws underneath. It is complete, and it is Taylor on the reception, but he is met by a posse of Steelers at the 24-yard line. After Renegade, we got to get that posse out there to make the stop.
Got to. Gang tackle, group tackle, cavalry tackle. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Whenever there is a posse or group of individuals, that was a great job to minimize. And for Jonathan Taylor, he doesn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage, still a little bit short, so 3rd and long for the Colts here.
3rd and 11. The Colts are 3 for 10 on 3rd down. Steelers right now showing the possibility of a 5-man rush. Let's see what they bring. The crowd is up and cheering. Trips to the right. Jones hits both sides of the helmet, now gets the snap. Steelers will bring 4. Jones has time, steps up, fires over the middle of the field. It's complete to Downs, and Downs picks up the first down across the 40-yard line.
Big moment. Good protection, only on a 4-man rush. And Daniel Jones just fits the ball in between Slay and Queen, running, and looked like they ran into each other. I mean, they knocked shoulders trying to go for the play.
And Slay is on a knee right now at the 40-yard line, and the training staff and medical staff for the Steelers is hustled out to take a look at Slay, who left the game earlier, came back after being taken to the locker room, has 2 fingers taped together over the top of his glove, and now Slay gets to his feet and
took a knock pretty good from Patrick Queen on that last play.
Kind of walking gingerly off the field. Just sort of ambling. That's a slow walk off the field right now.
Yeah, imagine. Head to the sideline, took his helmet off, so that's always a good sign.
Now the clock rolls again. Under 12.5 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. Jones has Goodson. Tyler Goodson is the lone setback behind him. He is under center. Jones, play action pass. Rush coming from the back end. Jones steps up and completes to Pittman on a crossing pattern right to left. And inside Steelers territory, Joey Porter makes the stop inside the 45-yard line of the Steelers. That's a fine throw and a nice job by Daniel Jones under some duress.
He was under duress by Alex Highsmith. Alex Highsmith actually had a great jump on Bernard Ryman, and Daniel Jones just let the ball go right before Alex Highsmith could get to him, and makes a good completion down the middle on the drag route by Pittman, or the in route by
15-yard pickup. Taylor is checked back into the game. Ball at the 44-yard line of the Steelers. Jones under center. Gets the snap. Play action pass. Steelers bringing some pressure. Jones has time. Floats to the left. Intended for Warren. Incomplete, but a flag comes flying in late. And now here comes another flag flying in late.
Yeah, double flags in the middle of the field. Wonder if that's defensive holding on the back end. Maybe the vice that was put on Pierce.
And Warren and Ramsey trying to straighten out some communication right now, talking to each other as we await the call from Craig Rolstad.
Pass interference. Defense, number 24. Ball placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
So the ball appeared to be well overthrown.
The contact point. Joey Porter Jr. got hands in the chest, and Tyler Warren was trying to contact him and then push it back. And I don't know if I call that. That's incidental contact, like defending the area, because Joey Porter Jr. is at the spot before Tyler Warren gets there.
Well, it should be a hold, if nothing else. I don't know why that's interference. The ball wasn't in the air yet. Jones gets a snap, back to pass, stepping up in the pocket, hit by Herbig, and taken down. Ball comes out late. I don't know if this is going to be called a fumble. I think it is a fumble. So a fumble recovery, or a fumble caused by Herbig, got the strip.
And Tyler Warren on the recovery to the outside, taking another look at it. Yeah, ball got stripped. Great job by Herbig because Daniel Jones fell on top of Herbig. He's still a live man. Ball gets stripped out.
It's a yard pickup, so a 2nd and 9. 11 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Abdullah to the left of Jones in the shotgun. Jones gets a snap, back to pass, looking right, fires, and it is complete to Pierce. The Steelers think it hit the ground or are signaling that it hit the ground. Pierre says this ball hit the ground.
Yeah.
And so the Colts are trying to hustle up. The Steelers are trying to move slowly and drag their feet.
There we go,
Here
challenge.
Comes the challenge
Nice
flag.
job. There we go, Coach T.
And the Colts really executing that well, getting to the line quickly. I don't know if they had a chance to see a replay.
No, they didn't. I think they had to just take a blind
field.
risk there.
Yep.
After replay assist, the pass is declared incomplete. It'll be 3rd down.
Okay, pick up that challenge flag.
Expedited review.
Tuck it back in for another possible use and call it now a 3rd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Alec Pierce actually corralled it in, and then it slipped through his hands on the back of his jersey, hit the ground, and then Pierce kind of covered it up on that moment as I'm watching the replay. So, yes, that was an incomplete pass. Great job by James Pierre.
He was adamant.
He was very adamant about that.
So 3rd and 9, ball at the 33-yard line. Clock stop, 10:39 remains here in this fourth quarter. Once again, the crowd up. The towels swirling. The field is completely in shade. The sun on the far side of the field, but the field is completely shaded, and the crowd is into it now. Roaring, looking for a stop. Taylor to the left of Jones in the shotgun. Ward motions close to the formation, trips to the right. Jones gets a snap. Steelers bringing the blitz. Jones under duress, hit as he throws by Patrick Queen. Incomplete. It'll be 4th and 9, and out comes the field goal unit for the Colts.
And that was a great job by Patrick Queen blitzing off of the defensive left side. Blows past Jonathan Taylor, and he hits the back shoulder as he gets another hit from a defender on the interior side.
I believe it was Hayward perhaps hitting him late.
Looked like Cam came in and hit him in the chest, but Patrick Queen was the first one on there. So great tandem by the duo to force that pressure, and the ball fell woefully short to its intended receiver.
Now here is the field goal attempt by Badgley, and just has enough legs to make it through. Badgley replacing Spencer Schrader, who'd been the AFC Special Teams Player of the Month in September, but was injured. So Badgley now 4 for 4 on field goal attempts. And from Acrisure Stadium, 10:45 remains in the fourth. Steelers football continues with the score: the Steelers 24, the Colts 10.
Hey Pittsburgh, this is Will Howard with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know what teamwork and a winning tradition are all about, and so does the team at Calusi Chevrolet. Having been in business for over 107 years, they know what it takes to keep customers coming back year after year. Things like great pricing, great selection, and great service after the sale. So take it from me, Will Howard. There's never been a better time to buy or better dealer to buy from. Calusi Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Where the average Joe can buy like a pro. CGR Wholesale.
Tackle any project when you buy from CGR Wholesale Roofing and Siding Supply Center. They'll put together a game plan that's a winner every time you need materials for your project. And their new showroom is now open. Stop in to check it out and see everything you need in person. Provia Siding, Owens Corning Shingles, Trex and TimberTech Decking, and much more. They'll help you get to the red zone of your project every time. Check them out online at cgrwholesaleroofing.com.
Does your annual screening mammogram feel like another errand? Independence Health System is helping to make your healthcare easy. Just drive to one of our 5 convenient locations and walk in for your mammogram. No appointment or script needed. Walk in Wednesdays at 5 convenient locations. Visit www.independence.health/mammo. Independence Health System. Expert care here.
At West Shore Home, they make it easy to knock out that home remodeling project while saving big. If you're in need of an upgrade to your bathroom, need new windows, an entry door, or even new flooring in your home, our teams of highly trained employee installers have you covered. Just call 888-4West Shore to get started. Those are the numbers 8884-WESTSHORE to get started. We can have someone out as early as tomorrow to show you your options and lock in your limited time savings. West Shore Home, remodeling, reimagined.
This is Game Day with the Pittsburgh Steelers on DVE.
We now pause for station identification on the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
We'll talk about this game starting tomorrow with the DVE Morning Show. Then, all week, we get you ready for the next game on your radio home of the Steelers, WDVE, Pittsburgh.
Well, the Steelers' defense stiffens in their own zone, and Michael Badgley's 52-yard field goal, long on the season for him, has cut it to a 24-10 lead. Kickoff taken by Keyshawn Williams, far side of the field, and gets across the 25, spins around, does a 360, gets himself out to about the 31-yard line. Here's the latest NFL scores brought to you by Clearview Federal Credit Union. Financial advice is closer than you think. Another shootout in Cincinnati. Imagine that. Bears up 31-27 in the fourth. Minnesota leads Detroit 24-17 in the fourth. Carolina over Green Bay in Green Bay 13-6 in the fourth. Houston leads Denver 15-7. New England on top of Atlanta 24-17. San Francisco leads the Giants 27-17. And the Chargers up next for the Steelers, leading Tennessee 27-17, also in the fourth. Jalen Warren, the lone setback. Aaron Rodgers under center with the ball spotted at the 29-yard line of the Steelers. Jonnu Smith motions back, I formation. Washington motions to the right. Play action pass. Rodgers back, will throw out, screen to the left for Warren. Oh, one man got through. It was Latu who made the stop right at the 27-yard line, a loss of a couple. And Max, that looked like it had big yardage written all over it.
It did. And you had Broderick Jones who had the seal, but he hooked him and kind of went to the inside, allowing for Latu to be right in between, Broderick Jones and Jalen Warren, as opposed to the other way around. Broderick should have been kicking out on that one and not wheeling him.
So now a 2nd and 12, approaching the 10-minute mark remaining here in the fourth quarter. Steelers certainly not out of the woods yet against this explosive Colts offense. Rodgers gets the snap. Will give on the delay to Warren. Warren trying to bounce it to the outside to the right, and he's not going to get anywhere. He is taken down to Maloau with the stop for the Colts, and so now it's going to be a 3rd and 11 for the Steelers.
And that one's just tough. I would have loved to have seen Jalen kind of stick that up in the middle where the bodies are, kind of bounce it to the outside where you saw a little bit more Colt colors on the edge and not a lot of room for Jalen Warren to work. So now sitting at a 3rd and long in a known passing situation.
Under 9.5 minutes remaining, the Steelers are 4 for 9 on 3rd down. Looking to kill some clock here in this fourth quarter. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right for Aaron Rodgers. Colts will bring 4 as Rodgers gets the snap, throws over the middle of the field to Gainwell on the release route, and Gainwell stumbles as he gets out to the 37 and is tackled there. I don't know if he had kept his feet, whether he might have been able to pick up that first down, but kind of lost his footing a little bit, tackled 2 yards short of a first down.
Yeah, that one, he ran into a host of Colts in the middle. He tried to kind of shimmy through it and kind of lost a yard in the process. I don't know if he would have made that.
Right.
Need a little bit more vertical angle versus that diagonal he took across the middle of the field on the slant.
Under 9 minutes remaining, it's Waitman back to punt for the Steelers. Josh Downs to receive. Waitman end over end punt. Downs takes it at his own 20-yard line, starts to the left, cuts back to the right, looking for some room, evades a couple tacklers, and tripped up as Ben Skoranek got him around the ankles and hauled him down around the 33-yard line after a 44-yard punt. 8:28 remains in the fourth quarter with the score, the Steelers 24, the Colts 10. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Tractor trailers are some of the most dangerous vehicles on the road. There are federal rules for load sizes, driver's hours, and maintenance for a reason. When big rigs don't follow these rules, entire families can be torn apart. We have the talent and the resources to take on these large companies. Hopefully, through our work, families are being helped and trucking companies are getting the message about safety.
Bordis & Bordis, proud partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hey Pittsburgh, this is Will Howard with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know what teamwork and a winning tradition are all about, and so does the team at Calusi Chevrolet. Having been in business for over 107 years, they know what it takes to keep customers coming back year after year. Things like great pricing, great selection, and great service after the sale. So take it from me, Will Howard. There's never been a better time to buy or better dealer to buy from. Calusi Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Where the average Joe can buy like a pro. CGR Wholesale.
You win every Wholesale Roofing and Siding Supply Center. The team there is your first line of defense. They'll help you save time and money with their powerful fleet of delivery trucks, and their new showroom is now open. Score big with Provia Siding, Owens Corning Shingles, Trex and TimberTech Decking, and more. They've got everything you need under one roof to get you to the red zone. Check them out online at cgrwholesaleroofing.com.
Slow internet at work is like training wheels on a race car. Armstrong Business Solutions now offers faster speeds and better pricing to keep you moving. From 200 megs up to a full gig, and in many areas, Zoom Fiber Pro with 5 gig symmetrical. That means uploads as fast as downloads. Whether you've got a big company, a small shop, or somewhere in between, Zoom Pro Internet from Armstrong Business Solutions is the connection that's tailored to your business. Visit ArmstrongOneWire.com/business and get the right bandwidth right when you need it.
Your home for the Steelers. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
8:28 left in the game. Steelers with a 24-10 lead. Steelers defense out on the field. Good news, Patrick Queen was evaluated in the blue tent. He is back out there, ready to go. Bad news in terms of the offense, in terms of injuries. Isaac Seumalo was not out there on the last drive. He's dealing again with that pec injury. He is out for the rest of the game. Rob.
Missy, thank you very much. And, of course, there goes the jumbo package as well for the Steelers. We saw that perhaps be an issue last Sunday when Seumalo had to leave the game after the opening drive of the third quarter. So 8:28 remains. Colts have the ball at their own 32-yard line. Jones gets the snap, back to pass, looking to throw short right. And this is Tyler Warren. And Warren on the crossing pattern is taken down by Derek Harmon. But he picks up close to first down yardage to the 41. Looks like he's about a yard short.
And this is one, please don't get complacent and forget about number 84. This guy is a difference maker, and if you let him start to warm up, it's not what you want.
Colts in hurry-up mode, and back to pass is Jones, and he's hit from the backside by Alex Highsmith. And now they're saying it's a fumble. Oh, I thought the arm was moving forward, but it's a Highsmith fumble forced. It is a Harmon recovery, and it is the Steelers football.
5. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turnovers between the defense and the special teams unit. Fourth one, second fumble by Daniel Jones, 2 interceptions, and of course the muff punt to start the game. What a tremendous job by this Steelers defense. They are turning in a heck of a day.
Oh boy, a lot of heroes. Peyton Wilson has been incredible. Alex Highsmith has been phenomenal in this game for the Steelers. TJ Watt. A lot of defensive heroes here for the Steelers. Keanu Benton has played a strong game.
I mean, just keep naming everybody. Just keep going. Jack Sawyer has one. Nick Herbig. I mean, everybody on the defense has kicked in some type of way with all of the guys that were out to start this. Your normal guys who rotate in for depth, this starting unit has put down a frontline performance.
Well, they looked at it. They indeed said it was a turnover. The ball at the 34-yard line of the Colts. Gainwell in the shotgun next to Rodgers. Quick throw out to the left flat intended for Roman Wilson, kind of at his ankles and behind him, and it falls incomplete.
And that one, Roman Wilson still kind of backpedaling on it as opposed to coming back to the ball on the orbit motion behind Aaron Rodgers. So a rare misthrow by Aaron, which you don't see that all, especially in stuff behind the line of scrimmage, some of those swing-style screens that the Steelers like to run. So, you stop the clock. You want to keep this momentum going, right? Chew the clock up. You can't have drops and you can't have incompletions at this point in the game.
And at the very least, try to make things a little bit easier on Chris Boswell if you elect to kick a field goal or have to kick a field goal here. Rodgers in the shotgun, back to pass. 4-man rush coming. Game on the left. Flat, and Gainwell heads straight up field and picks up a first down inside the 25 and down to the 23-yard line.
That's how it's supposed to look, Rob. In case anybody was wondering, you run a swing screen to the left, and for Kenneth Gainwell, ran a flare out and threw the swing out to him, and a great job by Darnell Washington blocking in front. Kenneth Gainwell caught an extra gear as he exploded forward to make sure he got the first down yardage.
11-yard pickup, 3 tight ends set up here for the Steelers with 7:20 and counting remaining. Again, keep in mind that Spencer Anderson, who might come in into the jumbo package, is in at left guard for Isaac Seumalo. So a 3 tight end look here for the Steelers. Rodgers under center, Gainwell the lone setback. Rodgers gets the snap, Play action pass. Rolling out, will throw out to the right flat and hit immediately after the reception is Calvin Austin. Austin, though, picks up about 5 yards, is tackled inbound, so the clock keeps rolling. Oh, no, they're going to say he's out of bounds. They stop the clock at 6:59.
Oh, timeout. Timeout. Because I'm going to say he was tackled inbounds by Mekhi Blackman, but if you're the Colts, you're trying to preserve your time here because this is of the essence.
Proactive use of the timeout by Shane Steichen. The Steelers are now entering the Heinz red zone. During Steelers season, it has to be Heinz. So look, make them use all their timeouts here, Max, if nothing else.
That's the least you can do. At least try and burn it up because you know you're in scoring range. So don't throw anything that's risky out there. Make sure that you are in control of this. Narrow time of possession still in Indianapolis' favor at 27:50, but it hasn't resulted in points. Just 10 points for the Colts after that opening drive, only able to muster a field goal in that last series. So the defense has done a great job. Now it's time for the offense to pay it forward. Chew this clock up. Give your defense a rest. They've done everything today. I mean, you're talking about creating 4 turnovers, 3 sacks, and a lot of pressure on Daniel Jones.
So it's a 2nd and 6. The ball marked at the 19-yard line. The Colts have 2 timeouts remaining, as do the Steelers. Rodgers turns around as he saunters up the center to communicate with Gainwell. Now Rodgers under center, and he brings Jonnu Smith in motion to the left. He's set up as an H-back. H-back to the right is Washington. 2 receivers split to each side. Rodgers turns around, communicates, gets back under center. 2 on the play clock, 1. And now the pitch to Gainwell to the left, and Gainwell is hit as rocketing through was Jermaine Pratt to drop him all the way back at the 27-yard line. So a loss of 8 on the play as the Colts will now use their 2nd timeout.
And Jermaine Pratt just came right up the middle of the front side A-gap to the left in between Spencer Anderson and Zach Frazier. A little communication. They're running that stretch zone to the left and just one more body than they can cover up. But, man, talk about a big loss on a run play that should have been at least to the line of scrimmage.
Well, if you're trying to think along here with the Steelers, field goal, it's a 3-score lead. The Colts are going to use, if you run the ball here, they're going to use all their timeouts, right? They won't have any timeouts left. They need to get 3 scores, and they need to do it in, say, 6 minutes and 45 seconds or thereabouts. So let's see what the Steelers elect to do here. Will they try to press the ball down the field? They come out with an empty set. Gainwell set up in the left flat in this formation we've seen a couple of times today. The Colts showing pressure. Rodgers with this empty set, 3 receivers to the right and 2 including Gainwell to the left. Colts bring pressure and the quick dump off to Gainwell, and not on the same page as Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers saw the blitz coming and wanted to throw it out there quickly to Gainwell and got on him too quickly, and it's incomplete.
Well, you saw edge pressure come up from the left. That's where we saw the 5th man potentially coming from. And I don't know if Zach Frazier saw that to re-mic the ID, or that's exactly what Aaron wanted and kept on the mic to the front side or to the right because he was anticipating blitz and throw and replace. But in that moment, guessed wrong, and now we have a Boz field goal. Only 2 seconds taken off the clock there, though, Kinger.
46-yard attempt, and this is a big field goal here. And Boswell steps up, and Boswell is Boswell. Just drills it right down the middle. The great Chris Boswell, not to be taken for granted, out in the elements. 46-yard field goal. He's now 15 for 17 on the season. The 2 misses, he slipped and had 1 blocked. He's been pretty much perfect.
Near perfect, and Boswell doing Boswell things. And he was square in the Boz zone, because the Boz zone is like the 35 to the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
That's like the high red zone, a.k.a. his zone. And then everything else, you get high red zone, then low red zone. But, I mean, just an automatic guy who gives you points anytime you step across the 50-yard line.
And you can't understate the importance of it, because now that makes it a 3-score game.
Yeah.
So 6 plays, 6 yards, 1 minute and 7 seconds. Doesn't matter. Chris Boswell, 46-yard field goal. It's 27-10. We want to remind you to stay tuned after the game for the Mike Tomlin post-game press conference, brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, to recap for you, after that incompletion on 3rd down, the Colts still have 1 timeout remaining, 6:51 on the clock, as the Steelers getting ready to kick right to left. And so the Colts here, obviously they need to come up with 3 scores and they need a score, they're going to need an onside kick, they're going to need another onside kick.
A lot has to fall in their favor. And for this Steelers defense, you must continue to put the pressure on. Do not play off coverage. Do not play that zone. Do not allow Tyler Warren to get off. That was another guy we talked about. They've done a great job of really bottling him up and really creating pressure. We talked about Jonathan Taylor has not been a factor in this game. And once again, you had to stop him. That was one of the keys I had at the start. And they've been stopping him and forcing the game into Daniel Jones' hands. And what we've seen is the ball seems to fall out of his hands. Whether it's 2 interceptions or the 2 fumbles that he's had, Taylor, 14 rushes for 45 yards. Season low for him in production. So Steelers defense knew what they wanted to do, and they're accomplishing their goal.
And his longest run is 9 yards. So they really have bottled him up. And remember, though, I know exactly what you're saying about play the same way, but keep in mind that one broken coverage in Ireland, right? You're on the
Jordan Addison
brink
play
of blowing the Vikings out. You go for it inside their 5-yard line on a 4th and goal. You don't get it. Okay, but they have to march the length of the field, and then they hit the long one to Addison. A great tackle by Peyton Wilson to track him down, or that game could have been a lot different at the end.
Could have been hairier, but one thing I will say, the pass rush is cooking right now. So the time that Carson Wentz had, I don't think Daniel Jones gets that same amount of time.
Yep, and that, if I'm not mistaken, was a 2-score game, and this is a 3-score game.
Correct.
So here's Boz, the run-up and the kick, and it is going to be taken by Doolin on the near side of the field at his own 1-yard line, angling to the left, and he is going to be hit, and he is going to be taken down. Carson Bruner, DeMarvin Leal, others in there on the stop defensively for the Steelers. Malik Harrison in there as well, and there's a flag as well, so let's see what the call is going to be. Kind of in that zone where somebody might have left early for the Steelers, perhaps. Let's see. Because it's back behind where the Steelers would have lined up. And they're communicating with the Colts sideline.
Yeah.
Shane Steichen has walked out onto the field to make sure he knows exactly what the call is, and here is the call here.
Illegal formation, kicking team, number 33. Indianapolis has chosen to re-kick.
Re-kick.
So that's on Jack Sawyer. You always hate the re-kick because your guys have already sprinted down the field. Right now they have to come back and do it again. And we mentioned this. The Colts need a big play right now, obviously, so they're going to elect to try to get it in the kicking game. And they have the second-best kick return unit in the NFL. So, again, this is a dangerous unit. You don't want to have to do this twice, but the Steelers have to do this twice.
But the good thing is they're not running from the traditional spot where you have to run from the kick and you're running 40, 50 yards down the field. They're running about 20 more yards down the field on this re-kick because they're lined up on the plus 40 side for this kickoff, whereas Boswell's lined up back at the traditional 30 kickoff point. So this is one where you hope that this does not bite you in the butt.
Doolin and Abdullah back to return. 6:45 remains as Boswell the run-up. Here's the boot, and it's going to be taken this time by Abdullah, retreating back to his 2-yard line, far side of the field. Running up the numbers, now angling to the right, looking for a hole. Oh, he is blasted by Malik Harrison at the 24-yard line. So no harm, no foul. Well, there was a foul, but there was no harm.
No harm in the foul.
That's right.
Yeah, no harm in the foul on that one, Kinger, and a great job by the coverage unit. Like I said, welcome back, Mr. Harrison. Malik Harrison getting activated this week off of the IR PUP list. It's some type of multiple lettered acronym list, but active today and has done a good job coming in, especially playing on the special teams with Cole Holcomb being out and sick for this game.
Yep, Cole Holcomb out. Injuries in the secondary as well for the Steelers, and the defense has turned in an outstanding performance to this point. 6:39 remains. Jones gets a snap, back to pass, looking, throws it up the right sideline and batted away, intended for Pittman. It was knocked away by Joey Porter Jr.
Joey Lil Peasy almost had a pick coming on the cut underneath route. Brandon Eccles was playing the underneath coverage, and Joey Porter just jumped up, knocking that ball away. Almost came away with it, so great job by the Steelers defense to disguise in the secondary.
6:34 remains here in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10, ball at the 24-yard line of the Colts. Jones empty set, gets a snap, back to pass. Looking, throws out to the right, short, it's complete to Taylor. Taylor is wrapped up by Peyton Wilson. Fine open field tackle to bring him down at the 31-yard line. A pickup of about 7 will bring up a 3rd and 3.
And time is ticking, so Colts trying to hold on to that last timeout, trying to hurry up and get back to the line.
6:10 and counting remaining here in the fourth quarter on this 3rd and 3. Jones back, throws over the middle of the field. That's Warren wide open. Warren angles to the left, is taken down around the ankles by Eccles at the 36, maybe the 37-yard line, enough for a first down. It was spotted at the 37.
Yeah, about a 5-yard gain on that one. Tyler Warren just sitting down on the seam, a little curl hookup, almost like a check down spot for him.
Steelers in a prevent-looking defense. They are showing 4-man rush. That's what they'll bring as Jones gets a snap, back to pass, looking, throws left, and Pierce leaps up, makes the grab in Steelers territory, and zips out of bounds on the far side of the field at the 46-yard line. Clock again still rolling here. 5:35 and counting in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Colts just running that layered out concept. You had Jonathan Taylor underneath running the out to the sideline, and Pierce breaking it off on the higher side against the zone coverage.
Empty set once again. Jones gets a snap, back to pass. Jones steps up, zings it in the pocket across the middle of the field, crossing pattern to Pittman, and Pittman is blasted down by Joey Porter Jr., but gets all the way down to the 25-yard line, moving right to left, and the Colts moving down briskly have the ball at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
And this is just hurry-up action. Michael Pittman finding his spot and running the over route. Steelers have to do something, play a little bit more aggressively.
21-yard pickup. Jones gets a snap back. Here comes Keanu Benton in his face, and Jones is forced to throw it away. Great rush by Keanu Benton. The pressure right up the middle of the field. TJ Watt there as well. And now it'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Clock stops with 4:46 remaining in the fourth.
That was just a great job of Keanu Benton kind of whipping the block of the right guard, Matt Gonzalez, and, of course, having TJ come off the edge there. So a play and rush by them and a twist stunt on the other side to try and create that middle pressure.
2nd and 10. Crowd rallying here a little bit, urging the Steelers to come up with a stop. Tyler Goodson is checked into the game at the running back position. He is to the left of Jones in the shotgun, 2 receivers to each side. Steelers bring 4 at the snap. Jones has time, fires over the middle of the field. It is complete. Oh, Pittman is hammered by Jalen Ramsey, and Ramsey is going to draw a flag inside the 10-yard line. It was caught by Pittman. He was walloped by Ramsey, and that will draw the flag.
And that looked like a personal foul.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, hit against the defenseless receiver. The penalty is half the distance for goal. Automatic first down.
I don't know if I agree he was a defenseless receiver. He caught the football, didn't he?
Well, it is one of my pet peeves.
Yeah.
I mean, part of what made Hines Ward, your old teammate, so great was he was fearless over the middle.
He was, but that play, as I'm watching it, was a bang-bang play, catch, turnaround upfield, and a hit.
First and goal at the 4-yard line. 4:39 remains as Jones gets the snap. Back to pass, looking right, throwing out to the flat. It is incomplete, intended for Goodson. Queen in coverage, pressure coming as the Steelers force that quick and errant throw by Jones.
And great pressure by Jack Sawyer, which forced Daniel Jones to loft that ball, which went over the head of Goodson with Patrick Queen in coverage.
Jonathan Taylor has checked back into the game. 12 rushing touchdowns, tops in the NFL for Taylor. 4:35 mark. He is standing next to Jones to his right in the shotgun. Now motions out to the right. Now he'll motion back in and join Jones in the shotgun. Jones gets a snap. Back to pass. Throws to the right. Has a man open. It's Downs, and Downs makes the catch. Is into the end zone, and it's a touchdown for the Colts.
And Brandon Eccles was in coverage, and Josh Downs just ran a simple out route for the front pylon. And Daniel Jones just kind of threw it. It was a timing route to the outside. Don't know what Eccles was doing. He was a little bit far away, about 4 yards off of where he needed to be, trailing Downs. He narrowly pirouettes into the end zone.
Downs is one of those like water buggy sort of shifty little guys. And
very quick.
Yep, very quick and got open there. Here's the extra point attempt by Badgley. That kick is up. That kick is good. And so now with 4:30 remaining, after a 9-play, 76-yard drive, the Colts have cut it to 10, 27-17. Only took 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Downs with a 2-yard TD catch. And this will be interesting to see whether the Colts elect to go onside kick here or whether they will boot it away. Again, they only have one timeout remaining.
Only have one timeout remaining, and this is a very tricky play. You wonder what they're going to call, because they have to make it known. The claim has to be known that they are going for it, and no longer is the rule where you can only be trailing in the fourth quarter. You can pull the onside anytime, but you still have to notify everybody of the onside kick, and it goes to the traditional positions and lineups that we're accustomed to when it comes to onside kicks for a traditional kickoff and kickoff return.
So Danny Smith had a huddle out there, right? And he's talking to his kick return team, and then some of the guys, Carson Brennan and others, wobbled off, shaking their hands in the air, signifying get the hands team out there.
Yeah.
So the hands team out there, so it's going to be an onside kick.
And some of those guys that you have out there on the hands team, you have DK Metcalf in that huddle, Pat Fryermuth, Roman Wilson, Kenneth Gainwell. You got a host of known pass catchers that are in those positions for this onside kick attempt.
Looks like Trey Sermon, I believe I'm seeing him out there.
Yep, Trey's on the edge there as well. Darnell Washington, Connor Hayward, Ben Skoranek. I think that's all. And then Jalen Warren's your deep guy on this unit. Jonnu Smith, also another guy. So that's all 11 out there. You have offensive skill type bodies on this recovery unit, hands unit.
So 4:30 remains. Clearly, this is a huge play here. See the special teams unit looking to come up with a recovery. Badgley set up facing directly at us from our broadcast position, so it looks like he's going to be kicking to the right here. Raises the hand, is told he can go. And now he'll come back to the left with a kick, and it's taken, hauled in, and the Steelers have recovered it, and it's Connor Hayward at the 44-yard line of the Colts who comes up with a recovery, and that is a big sigh of relief here for the Steelers.
It is, and Connor Hayward does a great job. He was actually on his knees and like frog hopped to make sure that he could haul that ball in and catch it within the breadbasket of the body. Worst case scenario, he doubles over and covers the ball up. So a great job to secure it, plus territory for the Steelers. Well within the boss zone as well. I think we could call it that, being at the 45. The outer limits of it, but still in his zone.
So now the task is clear. Probably hand the ball off. Make sure you don't fumble. Use up some clock here. Ball at the 44-yard line. Lone setback is Warren. Rodgers is under center. Pitches to Warren to the left. Warren tries to get to the edge. He's going to get there and then squares the shoulders, turns upfield, and picks up 8 on that first down run, down close to the 36-yard line.
Just chopping wood here as the Steelers kind of get forward. Great first down run there. A little toss zone to the outside. And a great job of really sealing the edge between Darnell Washington, Broderick Jones and company, kind of running elephant left to try and create a funnel for Warren.
And again, keep in mind, Seumalo out for the game, so no jumbo package here for the Steelers. Skoranik's out there, Roman Wilson, Darnell Washington to the left, Metcalf split out to the right, Rodgers under center. Warren is the lone setback. 1 on the play clock as Rodgers gets the snap and throw out quickly to Roman Wilson, hurtling through the air and lost the football, fumbled it inside the 25-yard line. The Colts have recovered at the 23.
One thing you cannot do in that moment, you have the first down, and Roman Wilson gets pirouetted and gets stripped at the same time by Moore.
Yep.
And then the recovery, and this is not what you want to see to end this game. We talked about being able to close games out in the fourth, and you're making it hard on your team with only a 10-point lead and 3:36 with one timeout left for the Colts. They still have plenty of time.
Right. Keep in mind, they marched down the field in 2 minutes and 21 seconds last time. They have 3:36 to work with. They need to score twice, but suddenly they're right back in this game. Well, Jones up to the line of scrimmage, communicating. 3 receivers out to the left, 2 to the right. Steelers showing 4-man rush with 3 of them coming from Jones's right side. Here's a snap to throw underneath. It's complete, and now we're reversed back the other way to Downs. It was caught by Pittman, and Peyton Wilson just picks him up. Downs isn't a big guy, so Pittman's got to cross you to the left. He pitches to Downs on a hook and lateral, and Peyton Wilson, not fooled, just picked him up and stopped him at the 3:15 mark now here of the fourth quarter. Pickup of 9, 2nd and 1.
5'9", 171.
Jones gets a snap, back to pass, pressure coming from the backside, throws underneath, complete to Pittman, who sprawls forward out to the 44-yard line. That's where they'll mark him down. Colts moving crisply to the line of scrimmage. Under 3 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. They get everybody in place at the 250 mark as Jones gets a snap. Back to pass. Looking, pressure coming, throws, and it is intercepted. Joey Porter Jr., first interception of the season at the 40-yard line of the Steelers. And another turnover. He is hustling down to the closed part of the end zone. His teammates behind him to celebrate as the Steelers now with another turnover. How many, Max?
One for the other thumb. 6 on the day. Wow. In that moment, and Joey Porter Jr., the Flash Senior, up on the board, enjoying with the rest of my teammates up in the club suites. What a great job. A tremendous day for the Steelers defense.
Missy Matthews with more. Missy.
Yeah, it was great seeing PZ up on the screen. You know, earlier this week, Joey Porter Jr. said, watching my dad and all those guys come back this week, and it's like having all my uncles in town. Max, you know about that.
Oh, yeah.
He ran around that locker room when he was little, but as soon as he got that ball and started running down with the rest of his guys, he tossed it to Coach Tomlin, who wanted no part of it, but did say good job to him. He has the ball back, and maybe he'll give it to his dad like he did when he got his first one in the preseason his rookie year.
Oh, this is definitely one of those that you want to give it to Dad on the day of his 20th anniversary.
Missy, thank you very much. Pitch to Jalen Warren, sweeping around right end, and mission accomplished. No gain in the play, but the Colts have to use a timeout because the Steelers would not have had to run another play before the 2-minute warning. So
correct. At
least forcing the Colts now to use that timeout. So you can run it up the middle and they spot it quickly. Maybe you don't have maybe you have to run one more play before the 2-minute warning, but they don't. They pitch it wide. And so now looks like somebody's down. It looks like Jalen Jones, who just returned, had a hamstring injury in the preseason for the Colts, came back, played one game, re-aggravated the hamstring injury.
Assess the timeout. This is a third and final timeout.
Okay, so injury timeout had to be assessed by the Colts.
Well, regardless, I'm sure they would have used it there anyway, Max, because of the discrepancy. You're not going to let 35 seconds come off the clock.
No, absolutely not.
You know, the two teams kind of milling about a little bit, sort of strangely here.
Dare I say muddling? Muddling around?
Muddling. They're like
meandering?
It's like it's one large huddle. I don't know why they're standing this close to each other.
Well, flock of seagulls.
Now the officials, some water break with the injury, and now the teams separate, and ball's back at the 37-yard line. So a loss of 2 on the play, 2nd and 12. Again, no need to do anything remarkable here.
Throw the football again, because we saw how that happens.
Rodgers brings Washington in motion right to left. Rodgers under center, gets a snap, pitches to Warren. He'll try the left side, stutter step, tries to get around the corner, and does, and gets back close to the original line of scrimmage before he is stopped there. As Latu and Pratt in on the stop, and now a little more activity over here by the Steelers bench is Bynum maybe doing a little chatting, and Broderick.
Broderick might have held on a little bit long. Not going to say that he wasn't, but Cam Bynum definitely took a ride into the Steelers sideline to meet the rest of the defense.
Well, now it is time for the 2-minute warning, brought to you by Giant Eagle. Giant Eagle is proud to bring freshness, quality, and value to Steelers Nation. Visit your neighborhood store or order online with curbside pickup and delivery with the score. The Steelers 27, the Colts 17. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
Steelers fans expect a certain standard. That's true of the food they share on game day, too, which is why Giant Eagle is always part of the game plan. With fresh, high-quality food and everyday savings, it's easy to tailgate like a pro or feed the ravenous fans at home. For long touchdown runs and effortless grocery runs, Giant Eagle is here. Giant Eagle, official supermarket of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
At FNB, we rewrote the rules of banking and made getting everything you need a whole lot easier. Experience the one-of-a-kind e-store Common App from FNB. Checking, savings, loans, credit cards. One application done in minutes. Just one common app for more than 40 business and consumer products. Can your bank do that? Didn't think so. Welcome to FNB. Let's get started at fnb-online.com. Loan subject to credit approval. FNB member FDIC.
Feeling sluggish, unmotivated, or just not quite yourself? Low testosterone might be to blame. At Castle Rock Hormone Health, they help men reclaim their energy, confidence, and drive. Now through November 30th, get your lab draw for just $149 and start Castle Rock's proven testosterone therapy for just $149 a month for your first 3 months. Don't wait to feel like yourself again. Call now, 412-684-4478, or visit crhh-pittsburgh.com. Castle Rock Hormone Health. Let's live the I'm not done lifestyle together.
For the last 48 years, Ford F-Series have been America's go-to trucks for moving mountains and also trailers, wood piles, and snow drifts. Work days and weekends, from the job site to the campsite. These trucks never stop working, just like you. That's what makes them America's best-selling trucks for 48 years. Ford F-150, official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers and Pittsburgh's best-selling trucks.
Steelers football happens here. The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
2-minute warning. Steelers leading the Colts 27-17, trying to end the Colts' 4-game winning streak, trying to put an end to their own 2-game losing streak as well, and maintain their lead atop the AFC North over the Baltimore Ravens, who won on Thursday night. Bengals in trouble against Chicago right now.
I know. We need all the help we can get in this game here. Close it out. Steelers close it out. 10-point lead. Let's see. Starts with a conversion here. Can you convert on third down?
Or just run it, maybe, and let the clock dissipate. We'll see what they elect to do here. Rodgers in the shotgun. Has Gainwell to his left. Colts out of timeouts. Rodgers gets his snap. Wants to throw. Back to pass. Looking. Pump fakes. And now is going to be taken and sacked back at the 33-yard line. And then I believe it was Latu with his second sack of the game.
Yeah, it looked to be Latu working on Broderick Jones, kind of on a retrace. Broderick had ran the hula hoop originally with him. And then, Spencer Anderson was on that play. And then Latu, coming from the opposite side, came back and caught the legs of Aaron Rodgers.
So, again, there's a 15-second discrepancy between, there's 13 seconds left on the play clock, I should say, and 1:25 left in the game. So, no need to snap it here early. Take some time out. Waitman waiting to receive the snap. And they'll just take it and give up the 5 yards. So with 1:12 left, they'll take the delay of game penalty and march it back to the 29-yard line. So not fooling around with trying to time it. Make sure that, good. Again, the coverage is important here too. You can't
give up a big return.
Right. No, the things you can't do right now, you cannot give up a big punt return.
Which is why I thought they would have taken a timeout right before it expired so you didn't lose the additional 5 yards.
Now here's Waitman and the Colts. Heavy rush, but they can't get to him. End-over-end kick and Downs calls for a fair catch, and it lands at the 21 and scoots forward inside the 15 and down to the 12-yard line as Downs did not field it. So great job on a 59-yard punt. There is a flag back on the Steelers side of the field at the 35-yard line. Let's see what this is going to be. Referee once again is Craig Rolstad, so he's communicating with somebody, and now here's the call. Pointing towards the Steelers side of the field. This looks like it's going to be, and he's motioning to Danny Smith is motioning with his hand, so this looks like it's going to be against the Colts. Now a discussion. Cam Hayward standing right next to Craig Rolstad with Alex Highsmith. He's pointing it against the Colts.
Defense, number 31. That penalty's declined. First down, Indianapolis.
Okay, good job. Good job. Nothing against the Steelers. You always hold your breath in those moments. And also, we talked about the re-kicks after coverages.
Yes.
More costly in the punt return game because of how deep you were. You don't want to give the Colts another opportunity. And then, like you said, one of the best special teams units here in the league, and give a guy like Josh Downs, we talked about, he's a water bug. He knows how to squirt through as what we call SAQ, short area quickness.
And I did not want to bring up they did have a punt block against the Raiders. I think we can bring it up now.
Yeah, bring it up now.
We can bring it up now.
Punting, yes.
So Goodson is in the game. 4 receivers bunched to the left for Danny Jones. Back to pass. has time, throws out to the left, intended for Pierce. One-handed pass attempt is incomplete. Eccles in coverage out by the 30-yard line, and so it'll bring up a 2nd and 10 from back at the 12-yard line for the Colts.
55 seconds left on this clock. Brandon Eccles doing a great job of staying right on Pierce as Pierce went up and high pointed that ball, knocked him down, so that he wouldn't, even if he caught it, he would not have been able to get 2 feet down in that moment.
Goodson to the left of Jones in the shotgun. 3 receivers again, bunched to the left, and now one of them down, so a motion back to the right. So 2 receivers to each side of the formation for Jones, who gets a snap. Back to pass, 4-man rush. Looking, surveying, throws short left to Goodson, and Goodson will be hit by Peyton Wilson and will step out of bounds around the 20-yard line, and so that'll bring up a 3rd and 2 with the clock stopping with 48 seconds remaining here in the 4th.
And this is one just surveying. It's the short underneath stuff, which I'm happy for. Keep the short underneath stuff. Do not let anybody get behind you if you're in the secondary on the defense. And pass rush, hey, 4-man rush dropping into 7-man, that cover 7 kind of cloud zone to keep everything in front of you. But we do want to see a little bit of pass rush here and try and get a guy down in bounds.
4-man rush coming as Jones gets the snap. Back to pass, looking left, throws at the left sideline. It's complete to Downs. He's upended, knocked out of bounds by Joey Porter Jr. Enough for a 1st down out to the 24-yard line. Clock stops with 42 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter.
Dink and dunk. And, one of the things, we haven't seen, the Colts have never had to play from this far behind. Even the one loss against the Rams, it was a tie game and kind of went at the end of that was when the Rams kind of overtook them. This is the most they've been down in a game this season. So seeing how the Colts respond, you see this is a team that can't really play from behind. They're used to being in the front runs. That's why they take the ball at the initial kickoffs, and it did not work in their favor today.
1st and 10, Jones back to pass, throws, Lofson over the middle of the field. It's complete to Pierce, and Pierce is banged down at the 50-yard line by Eccles and Porter, and the clock rolling. Colts trying to move swiftly here, and the Steelers trying to get some players out on the field, and now the flag comes out. It didn't look like they had everybody off the field, trying to substitute. And so with 24 seconds left, this is going to be a penalty against the Steelers, we presume.
Yeah, free 5 yards. Cam, 12 men on the field. Could not get off the field in time.
Yeah.
Oh, let's throw another flag
coming.
Why not? 13 people on the field, baby. I don't know.
And the pace of this game slowing here at the end and now the officials to run around and clean up the flags.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Offside defense, number 97. That penalty's declined. 12 men on the field. Defense, number 97. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
So he was officially offside because he was back around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, he was
20 yards behind the play, trying to run off the field. So he's both offside and 12 men on the field.
Quicker.
So 24 seconds remaining. The ball is spotted at the 45-yard line, left hash of the Steelers. And now another stop at play.
We need to reset the chains. It should be 1st and 5.
Oh, we don't have a digital version for that?
Okay, so here we go.
Technology?
1st and 5. Colts huddling back up. 24 seconds remain. The Steelers up 27-17. The ball is spotted at the 45-yard line of the Steelers. Colts moving left to right in front of us. Jones gets a snap, back to pass, throws over the middle of the field to Downs, and Downs catches it at the 35. He is hit immediately by Jalen Ramsey and Patrick Queen. Colts hustling up to the line again. Jones wants to spike it, does so with 13 seconds left, and the ball at the 35-yard line, where the Colts will have a 2nd and 10 now.
They're about to kick the field goal. They brought the field goal unit out, and they're going to try and kick a field goal.
It's a smart play.
And then try and get an onside kick here in this moment.
Yep. This is a smart play.
I mean, this is what? This is going to be a 52-yarder? 53-yarder?
Steelers have a little confusion. 2 timeouts remaining here, but they've got the field goal unit out there right now. And for Badgley, a 53-yarder, this would be his long of the year. And here's the kick. That kick is up by Badgley, and that kick is good. Okay, so 9 seconds remain. This is a smart play by Shane Steichen, right? So now you needed 2 scores. Well, go ahead and get one now.
Instead of trying to delay it and try and drive the length of the field to get a touchdown and then hopefully get a return. But 9 seconds left. That if you do even recover, I mean, you have one shot at the end zone.
Right.
If you can recover. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this is.
But it gives you a chance. If you discontinued, you have no chance, right? So now they have a chance, and that chance is recover the onside kick and try to pull a rabbit out of a hat.
Yeah, this feels like the end of Infinity War going into Endgame. When Doctor Strange looked at Tony and said, one chance. There's one. How many possibilities you run through? Millions. I don't even know the exact number.
Well, they're looking for that one chance here, right?
They're looking for one. So you're telling me there's a chance?
I will let you know in just one moment here as Badgley lines up. Again, angling toward the right. The last time he did this, he kicked it back to the left. This time he will kick it to the right. High bouncer, and DK Metcalf leaps up and grabs it at the 48-yard line. And with 8 seconds left, Max, I'm going to tell you that the Infinity Stone was wrong, or whatever it was there. The Infinity Stone, Infinity Wars,
Infinity War. They were looking for Infinity Stones.
We need one snap.
Field for the Raiders. One possible for a first down. It's a run inside Etienne, and he is drilled. Paul Amal as Etienne tried to skirt his way to the left. There's also a flag that was thrown from the backfield. That's usually the area of holding.